Hey everyone, how are y'all? Michelle, you doing all right tonight? All right. Y'all don't forget to put your chat on live chat and hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so. And my chat is frozen for some reason. What the hell? Libra Moon, how are you? Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna redo my chat. Hey Too Fast, how are you? All right, GGB, how are you tonight? And email's pinned to the top of the chat if anyone needs it. The amazing Tiff, how are you? Hey HT, how are you? So y'all heard that there was a third arrest today, right? In Savannah's case. Clubbuck, how are you? Oh, the amazing Tiff. You were so lucky you got to take a nap. Thank you, Tiff. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the panel. I have got the presser from today along with the perp walk, and I've got the arrest affidavit that I'm going to go over. Right, this woman, uh, Myrta Romanos, I'll just say this: the whole dang family, y'all, is crazy. They're what you call dumb criminals. Big Al, how are you?
Hey, we should all say a prayer for Glowbug's son.
Wow, what happened?
That shooting that happened here in Minnesota, that was one of his friends.
Oh, yes, I saw where she posted that in Discord.
It's horrible.
Global, yes,
It's really bad for him.
I didn't get to comment in Discord when I seen it because I didn't see it till just like a few minutes ago. But Global, please let your son know that we are very sorry.
Man, it sucks.
I don't even know exactly what happened.
There was a double shooting. I don't know what. I don't think anybody really knows what happened yet.
Oh,
I just
okay.
know that it was her son's good friend
Oh, wow.
was one of the victims. So
How old was he?
I don't know the answer to that.
That is sad. Hey,
It
Kelly
was her.
M, how
It
are
was
you?
her brother's friend. I thought it was her son. It was her
Oh,
brother's friend.
okay. That's still That's so sad.
Either
though.
way, too close.
Right.
Too close to something like that. That's especially here. That you just don't. This area, you guys, seriously, you don't think about that here. I mean, it just doesn't.
She said he was.
It's so never.
She said he was 35.
It's sad. Just getting shit figured out at 35.
Pretty much.
I was. That's what it took for
Yeah.
me. I didn't graduate college till I was 33.
Well, Globa, could you please, if you or your brother speak with the family, send our condolences, please. Hey Dan, how are you? Yeah, I'm literally right now running on Red Bull
I can imagine.
and just kind of winging it. Dreamcatcher, how are you? Hey Wilby, how are you?
What up, Wilby?
And Betty Joe, that is true. You don't think it's going to happen until it does.
Yep.
And Globug, you are very welcome.
Well, I got an alert on my phone tonight that you'll laugh at, Scarlett.
About what?
I wonder if Globug got the same one. Instant freezing, like we've never seen before tonight. The temperature is going to drop so rapidly that all moisture on the ground is going to turn to instant ice, is what they're saying.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
I've
Hey, Avery.
never heard that before here, ever.
Well, they had, okay, so, I was talking the other night about that Monday. They said it was supposed to snow. Well, now it's changed. Like, it was supposed to be, I think, like 17 or whatever. Well, now it's supposed to be 12. And it's supposed to be a wintry mix Monday, but Sunday they're supposed to be watching a winter storm that could hit us.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wintry mix and then 12 should make for kind of the only good thing you got going for you is the ground's not frozen.
That is true.
So unless it stays windy and cold, it won't stay slippery.
Well, it was windy today, but it was like 60 something degrees. Tomorrow it's gonna be 70.
It's got to be cold with a
for
lot of wind.
several days.
It won't stay frozen. No, what it does is the ground won't let it freeze.
Mm-hmm.
It freezes on top of the ground, especially like bridges and overpasses, because the air goes under and over at the same time.
Right.
So it gets cold twice as fast as the ground.
They will have every one of our bridges, because we have two main bridges that go over Red River, and that's like you have to go over them in order to get to town. They're gonna have everything closed here.
Yeah, make sure you get some salt for your sidewalks and your driving front door or whatever. So.
Oh yeah, I always put just like regular salt on my steps, and usually I stay in the house, so I'm not going out in that mess.
A lot of people have accidents, in the ice and just walking out of the house and get a piece of ice.
Avery, we're doing good. How are you? Hey Ginger, how are you? KK, how are you? Vapor, how are you?
We actually have between my house or my townhouse and the one next door, it's kind of like a V where the water goes down between it, and it ice when you're starting. I had to go to the back, and I got like halfway down there, and I mean the ice was like 3 inches thick because it had rained a ton and then it froze like crazy. I hit a block of ice, and I mean I thought I'd been run over by a car, and then I tried to get up. Now, I'm talking about 3 and 4 inches. Like I literally couldn't hardly get myself back on my feet. I kind of skated on my body up closer to my house. The air conditioner. That's the only way I got myself back up. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be dangerous here because people don't know how to act when it's like that. They're not smart like me and just stay home. They got to go out and see the sights.
You get people with 4-wheel drive that think they can drive on ice. I don't care if you got a 100-wheel drive. Nobody can drive on ice.
Actually, yes, you can, Vapor.
You can.
After years and years of experience with a 4-wheel drive, you can get around just fine.
Roll on
it's everyone else on the road that you got to worry about.
But you know what I'm saying now? You roll on ice.
Yeah, I mean, you can accelerate on ice. You just got to know how to do it. And you can stop on ice. You just got to know how to do it. You got to have your tire pressure right. Can't be rolling around with 32 pounds in your tires.
Are much more skilled with that.
Oh yeah, no, I've been doing it. I learned how to drive on a frozen lake. And it's 1974 LTD station wagon. I was 9 years old. My old man said, "Go ahead."
Yeah, y'all are used to stuff like that.
Make a dollar, make a tire holler.
Us folks down here, we don't know how to act with that.
Oh no, I've seen it firsthand. Atlanta is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. When it snows in Atlanta, it don't matter. if it sticks to anything in Atlanta, they'd like seriously. There's conniptions everywhere. It reminded me of the way you talk about your grocery stores. It was just like that.
Oh
tell you,
yeah,
man,
Mob the stores and there's nothing left. The
when
gas
the power
stations, stores
went
are
out,
empty.
man,
it's
Everything's
already
gone.
happening here. It's
Is it?
already happening. Yes, they
Oh,
are.
that's funny.
Yes, they are already people at the gas stations filling up. Like people down here, when you have a generator, you don't have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 gas cans.
Right.
You have
got
about
20.
10, 15, 20. Plus, you got to
Right.
fill up all your vehicles. You got to fill up all the four wheelers. You got to fill
Yep.
everything that holds gas. It has to be full.
Yep. Well, that's how it is
yeah,
here too.
all them people that dump out that gas around our properties is what eventually broke us.
I'm putting in an order for the whole building is getting a generator, a propane generator. So when my power goes out, the whole building
Yeah, you'll have
switches over.
backup because I imagine you have a lot of.
Nope,
backup.
I don't. Actually, I'm on a
don't?
main trunk, so I get very lucky, but all the people around me
Dude,
get screwed.
Yeah, a bird can land on our lines here and it goes out. So
Yeah, if you go east or west of me, those poor people lose their power all the time. I'm right on the main highway, so I have high tension lines that run like through my parking lot.
yeah, all our lines are under the ground.
Oh, I wish ours were underground.
I mean, we're in my neighborhood.
We cut a lot of trees down every year just to keep them away from the power lines here.
Oh yeah.
yeah, they had some crews that came through here a couple of years ago and cleared like all of like on the sides of the roads and
Yep.
anywhere from the road to a house if it's through the woods or something like that.
Yep.
Cleared
They
it
do
all.
that here every year.
A friend of mine that works for the power companies does contract work when they have like a big ice storm. He'll sign up and they'll go emergency declaration. Gets paid ridiculous. But one year he went to Arkansas, I believe, and they said, and he hunt. We grew up hunting together. They asked him if he knew how to shoot a shotgun. He said, yeah, I've hunted all my life. He shot ice off of power lines with some kind of shell, and you could hit it a couple places, you break the ice, and the line would go back up. And he said he shot a shotgun in his shoulder. He showed me a picture. It was so black and blue. He shot so many shells just doing that as a power man.
Yeah, these bean bags. These little miniature bean bags.
I can't remember what he said it was, but he said they asked him. He said, "Yeah, I'll be glad to do that." He said it was the easiest job on the contracting. I mean, when they do that emergency work, they literally, if they work 12 hours, they get paid 24 at about $50 an hour or higher. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy when the power goes out here in the wintertime because without power, you have no heat. 99% of the homes don't have heat without power.
Right. That's how it is here, pretty much. I mean, a few people still have fireplaces, but hardly anybody ever does firewood anymore.
But you got no well service. You can't flush toilets. Can't use your water. Can't do anything. Can't keep your pipes from freezing. Even if you have a fireplace.
Yeah, we do have city water that comes through here, so that is one good thing. We don't have to worry about it not having water.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Because having a well can be a bitch if power's out for a couple of days.
Yes. All right, y'all. So regarding Savanah and Matthew's case and this lady that got arrested today, from what I can find out, and in the press conference, I'll play it in a second, the cop says that she believes that this is Christopher's stepmom, but it's actually, from what I have found, his real mom. This lady's 47 years old. She is the lady who threw the towel in the video that we watched when the truck meets up with the car. She tells police, and all this is also in the arrest affidavit, she tells police that she doesn't remember the events of that night, that she believes that she was sleeping, and that she was never in Ramon's truck that night. But when police go and get the camera, the footage from their house, the house just totally snitched on her because the camera footage gave it up.
That's why.
Yeah,
they didn't get rid of the camera footage.
No, they did not.
Shut up!
I swear
she created another charge of obstructing justice.
Well, here's the thing that just tells you they weren't really trying that hard to bury it.
No, she literally told him she was asleep and was not in his truck that night, and then the camera footage from their house shows that her and Ramon get in his truck and leave the house. And then when the truck pulls back up to the house, her, Ramon, and Christopher get out of the truck.
Oh my.
They leave. Okay, so
Oh my.
they ditch.
Jesus.
They hide the car and ditch these two bodies. Just what I tell y'all, like 2 minutes from their house. They leave the truck that's on video, that's all over social media in the news, at their house, and they leave the camera footage at their house.
I think he just went in the house after all this shit went down, sat down in his lazy boy and went, well, we're all fucked.
Yeah, we have just absolutely.
We're all fucked. You brought your
unequivocally,
phone,
we're gonna get
dumbass.
caught.
You know, you did this, dumbass. We're all fucked. We might as well just wait for him to show
Yeah.
up.
Hey,
'Cause
Aaron, how are you? I don't.
The
Like, I
footage
mean,
is hilarious.
Did she just forget that she has? We know of at least
No.
3 cameras on her
No,
house.
they didn't forget.
She
They had to
forget?
know. They just said
I
fuck
mean,
it, didn't even try to hide
There's
it.
probably 30 between the 2 blocks that they drove.
But why lie and say, "Oh no, I was asleep. I wasn't in his truck that night."
Yeah, that's when you say I'm going to utilize my right to
To an
remain silent,
attorney.
because
Oh, wow, she's gonna say I was at
it,
Ambien.
it won't
I don't
matter
remember none
anyway.
of it.
But you actually create another charge when you lie to an officer thinking
Yes.
you're asleep. Delaying justice, obstruction. I mean, it's
Well,
really stupid.
she did get. So she has 3 felonies that she was charged with. One is abuse of a corpse. The other is alter, destroy, or conceal of a human corpse, which is the same 2 charges that Ramon has, and Christopher. Those charges were also added to him. But she also has a tampering with evidence charge. The gun that they found in the house, they did the ballistics test and all this and that. It is the gun that was used in the crime. But guess whose gun it was?
Hers.
Yep, it was hers.
Did they say what kind of gun it is?
No,
Nothing
they did not.
specific about the gun. I'm dying to know the caliber.
Scarlett, somebody said I was real low in sound, and I just turn it up. Am I too high now, or?
No, you sound fine.
Sound fine to me.
Okay, Aaron said it. So if you guys, if this is good, just let me know. I apologize.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Crime sleuthing, how are you? Hey, sunset gazing, how are you?
Yeah, I think
just-
both
no.
sides of this case was amateur hour, and the baby didn't sign up for this, but everybody
No,
else
he did
did,
not.
and they got what likely comes to people like that. But the baby
Yeah.
didn't ask for none of this, and that's
No.
about
He didn't. That's the sad part about it.
it is.
I think the dad was smart enough to know he's just screwed.
Well,
I
That's why he
think you're
cooperated.
right.
That's why he cooperated from the get-go. He's like, that just doesn't help me to hide it.
well, the thing is, though, Christopher tells them that Matthew points a gun at him, he manipulates a gun, and it causes it to go off, and it hits Savanah. Matthew then points a gun at him again, he manipulates a gun again, and it causes it to go off and hit Matthew. Cops
Bullshit.
knew, right. Cops knew that he was lying about that when he told that story based off of where their wounds were at. I mean,
No way.
they're gonna the gun. It's sitting in your house. They get a. Did he not think that they're gonna get a search warrant and search the house, the truck, and your camera footage and everything else, and they're gonna find the weapon in your house? Then at that point they're gonna test it, especially if the casings that are found in the car matches that type of caliber of gun.
I think it's like Al said. I think the old man just knew, hey, we're not going to get away with this. It's just, you better
I mean,
enjoy
there-
your next day or 18 hours or whatever.
yeah,
They're
whatever
coming
you
to
got,
get
they're
us.
coming knocking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they had 5 days because it happened
Yeah.
late night on the 21st. Like
If they had
before
5
midnight.
days, didn't get rid of the gun, and didn't get rid of the footage, there's 2 things. They either thought that they weren't going to get caught, which is almost as moronic as the rest of their decisions, or they knew they were going to get caught and just said the hell with it. One of the 2. I mean, that's all.
Have they found any money that they might have stolen from the?
That they haven't said. They
That
just
probably
know-
would be the one thing that they hid well, but they will never get you.
Well, they probably spin it, but they did say that it was a deal that somebody was buying from somebody. One of the 2, Chris from Matthew, Matthew from Chris, whichever way. But it was that type of deal. But him saying that Matthew pulled a weapon on him when they found the firearm in his house, and the ballistics come back as the same one that was used in the crime, and it's registered to the mom. His whole self-defense story flew straight out the window into a
Yep.
brick building.
Yep.
I mean, honestly,
100%.
like you can't. There is no self-defense. To me, that tells me that it is now a premeditated thing, because
You brought a gun.
Yeah,
you
it's
brought
felony
it
murder charge too, because in the commission of a felony trying to do a
right.
narcotics deal, a death occurred, and it don't matter whether you
I'm sure there'll
self
be
defense,
more
whatever.
charges.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm
That's
pretty
what it
sure
is.
there
They're
will be
saying.
more charges. But let me grab the perp. Y'all, I love how San Antonio does the perp walks.
Yeah, they're pretty hardcore with them. They make sure they run them past the cameras every
Yeah,
time.
they
I love it because nobody else does this. Hold on, I gotta stop it.
I wouldn't imagine they would do it for just normal things, but for this kind of crime, it's kind of warranted.
And they let the cameras get like all up in their face and everything else. I love it.
Heather Bratt, I agree. 100%.
He looked like a girl to me when he first.
I literally thought when he come
That
out
night,
the door,
I swear to God, I thought, was that his daughter?
I thought it was because I even said it when we first watched it, and Christopher's coming out. The way the camera was turning, I thought he was walking out. He had the long hair. I thought he had a skirt on until the camera got right in front of him, and then I realized it was shorts that were like really baggy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, that's a guy.
But he still looked like a girl, even in the face.
Right.
Then. I mean, he
Yeah.
just had a feminine kind of look.
Right. Oh, KK. Okay, that reminds me. KK said he wears nail polish. Did you see on Facebook on the Savanah Soto group where the guy that you're talking about in the picture with the nail polish or whatever, he's claiming that he is not Christopher, that he's somebody else, that he did have a picture of himself with fingernail polish on, and he just took it really quick to for his profile picture on Facebook, and now he's like telling people to leave him and his partner alone and all this and that. I seen that today when I was scrolling through the thing. But the dude with the nail polish that they're saying has this other name or whatever looks exactly like Christopher.
He looks like a kid who's been playing computer games in the basement for like 3 years to me.
And he has a very soulless look on him. Like it's just that if you look at him in his face, it's a very empty look.
Yeah, he
Like,
didn't
there's
look like he
nothing
would
there.
get emotional enough to actually hurt anybody. I mean, like Al said, he looks like he's been in the basement playing Nintendo and
Mm-hmm.
doesn't get out of the house.
Yeah. Okay, so let me make sure the volume is up on this.
He didn't look as high as Hunter Biden did today, though.
Oh, I must have
No,
missed
he looked like he was jacked up, brother.
Yeah, you got to look for that on Twitter.
He was a deer in the headlights.
Okay. The Ugly Chuckling, how are you? This may take a second for her to come walking out. Let's see. Scarlett, I think mom drove the car because her ponytail and the other two in the truck. At Libra Moon, that's what I'm waiting for, is all that information to come out and them say exactly who it was that was driving the car. But they're saying that the way they're talking in this press conference is that she's the one that threw the towel in the truck.
Yeah, they didn't go to too much trouble to take them that far or to hide the gun. I mean, I don't think he would have. Well, we're not going to take mom. We're going to go out here and get this woman in here. You know, somebody. They just told her, jump in the car. We got something we got to go do. It was just a little family outing.
Yeah, not a big deal. We just got to go pick our son up after he just unalived 2 people.
Yeah, he
but,
shot 2 people and robbed them, and
yeah,
he's probably going to get caught, and we are too. But we're going to go pick him up and help get rid of the bodies.
Boy, that video is sketchy.
Different car. Different car.
Is it just me or is that super choppy?
It's choppy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just my connection or something. I was like, what?
No, it's doing that on my end too. I wish I could have got a different camera view when it was like up close to her or whatever.
Jeez, there's like 700 cameras there. There's got to be another one.
Yeah, it's one they ain't poking her in the eye.
But she does. There was another one that I did see for just a few minutes or a few seconds of it. She doesn't say anything.
I can't imagine she's got much to say. She's got to be really pretty stupid.
Yeah, she's
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh because it's a serious
No,
issue.
they're
but
just they're just dumb
holy
criminals.
they're
stupid.
the amateurs on the opposite side of the two other amateurs.
I just
Heather,
Mind
no,
blowing.
this was. Well, actually, I don't know what news station it is, but it was on San Antonio's Facebook page.
Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Good.
She just got to wait for the camera people to get set up. Margaret, yes, Christopher does have an older brother. I know of one. I don't know exactly how many siblings he has, and I do believe he lives in the same house. And if I'm not mistaken, it was said that maroon-looking Chevrolet truck that's in the driveway is the older brother's.
Did I hear that the
You
old
guys
man's
ready?
brother actually owned the
house?
air conditioning business? Or I read that somewhere. I don't know if it's true. I just wonder if anybody else had heard that.
No, I didn't hear. But his older brother might have owned, was in partner with him. But I think it was said that Ramon's the one that owned it.
Yeah, his brother was. I read was the owner or something. They're probably partners. You're right.
Yeah, they could be partners in it.
Okay. Ready? Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. We're going to provide you with an update on the Savanah, Soto, and Matthew Guerra case. First and foremost, once again, SAPD wants to extend our condolences to the family of Savanah and Matthew. Today, as you saw, we just made another arrest. This is the third arrest in this case. Just to recap, back on December 23rd, Leon Valley PD reported that Savanah and Matthew Guerra were reported missing to their jurisdiction. On December 26th, SAPD officers received a call for a disturbance. When those officers made that location, they discovered the bodies of Savanah, Soto, and Matthew Guerra. They were found deceased in their vehicle, the Kia Optima, that had also been reported missing. Since then, our homicide unit has done an outstanding job in following this case. They followed every lead. They were able to get surveillance video, which led them to these arrests that were made. On January 3rd, we made two arrests, 19-year-old Christopher Preciado and 53-year-old Ramon Preciado. There was a lot of information on social media that there was a third individual involved. Our homicide detectives were aware of that. However, we were looking for enough probable cause to make that arrest and to present the best case forward to the DA's office. Today, that happened. They were able to develop enough of exactly what the relationship is, maybe a stepmother to Christopher, 19-year-old Christopher. She is being charged with 3 felonies. The first one being alter, destroy, conceal a human corpse, which is a second-degree felony. She's also being charged with abuse of corpse, which is a state jail felony, and a third charge, tampering with evidence. Through our forensic unit, we were able to develop information from surveillance video that shows Miss Romanos involved the night of the murder. That video surveillance shows her at the home right after the murders, and she was seen on video surveillance leaving in that black truck that we all saw on the surveillance video, and then returning to her home with Christopher and Ramon in that truck. At this time, I'll take any questions that you might have.
It was her weapon, right?
Excuse me?
They matched her weapon to the ballistics.
Right. That tampering with evidence, from what we understand, she stated that was her gun. So we do know that that was her weapon.
And do they believe they were killed in that home? And what was the stepmom's role in allegedly in the
I'm not sure exactly where. We haven't released any of that information. I'm not sure what the circumstances were, but we do know she was involved in helping get rid of the evidence concerning those bodies.
On the third, you guys were under the impression that there were only 2 suspects, or had said that there were 2 suspects that were arrested?
No, our homicide detectives were aware early on in the investigation that there wasn't a third person involved. We know that from the video surveillance when there is that towel that's everyone's talked about being thrown. At that time, we just didn't have enough evidence to say that that was Miss Mirta Romanos. But like I said, since then, they've developed enough evidence from surveillance video from the home showing her leaving with the 2. She gets into that truck, and then when they return to the home, it's her, Christopher, and Ramon in that truck.
Had she called you guys in the past week to come to the house at all? Because I know there's been some reports of vandalism there.
I'm not aware of any of that.
As of right now, are you under the impression there are any more suspects?
At this time, we're confident that there's no more suspects. At this time, we're confident that these were the 3 individuals that were involved in this case.
Do you believe this is connected somehow to a larger ring or crime ring or anything like that?
No, we don't have any information to lead us to believe that. We do know that there was, I guess, a transaction earlier in that night. What happened and transpired was Matthew Guerra and Savanah were killed. I don't.
So you guys still don't know where they were killed, like if it was at home or somewhere else?
We believe it was in that area, right near their home. How cooperative was she? You know, I know there was a search warrant that was issued a few days ago. There was a search warrant, so they had the authority to go into that home. Today, I don't believe she said much.
What happened to the towel?
I don't have that information. Any other questions?
So they found the gun when they went in for the warrant.
She wasn't cooperative today.
Right.
Thank you, guys.
So she's suspected.
Okay, let me get this off the screen real quick and then we'll pull up. Okay, Big Al, you want to pull the one up you have? Well, she don't know if they have the towel. That's probably the one thing that they probably got rid of was the towel.
Look at that mug.
And she's only 47 years old too, y'all.
Got a heck of a ponytail. Just
Yeah,
saying.
that's why I think it was Libra Moon that said that she wondered if it was the mom that was driving the car in the video that we saw when the car meets up with the truck. It could very well have been her that was driving.
Yeah, I mean, they could have looked at him and said, "You dumb son of a bitch, get in the truck."
Right. I'll be
You
right
know?
back. I need to mute for just 1 second.
If Big Al, if they don't tie them to any conspiracy of the actual unaliving,
Then the
They're
charges
not-
they
they're
have
not
still
looking at
sound like
her.
felonies. They still sound like felonies to me.
oh, they are, but I looked at the time involved, and it's not crazy, but
Okay, I'm back.
I'm just
They're not letting them off the hook. You can tell, like Scarlett said,
no,
they're making them do
they're
the
going to
fucking
go
perp
to the
walk.
max.
You're doing the perp walk. They're coming after your ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The perp walk, y'all, has been awesome.
I thought that was a good clip. I mean, it was super crystal clear.
That's the one that I seen earlier, and she kind of like looks at the camera for a split second and then turns her head like, I don't want y'all seeing my face.
They have another really good one, but I don't know when this one's from. The first one that I dropped. It's at the top of the page.
Okay, let me go like that.
It's at the very top of the page. It looks like they kind of go over the whole story. It's like 2 minutes long.
What is amazing, Tiff, is what's she doing?
All right, let me get this over.
There was a deal earlier in the day. I don't know. I didn't hear her say that.
Wait, what was it again?
Amazing Tiff said they said there was a deal earlier in the day. I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah, I had seen
So-
something about that on Facebook that people were wondering if either Christopher or Ramon had made a deal to give up the mom. I don't,
Oh,
I
that guy.
don't, I
I
don't
thought
know
you
if
were
it's
talking about
true or
around the
not,
crime.
but um, and apparently this lady today she didn't cooperate with them.
Yeah, it would have been the old man because the son ain't
Yeah,
got
that was
nothing. He ain't gonna gain nothing no matter if he tells them who killed John F. Kennedy. He's gonna get the maximum they can give him.
Oh
And then
yeah,
some.
he's gonna have
It's
3
done for.
capital charges on him.
Yeah, and they put you away in Texas pretty quick.
Oh my gosh, she should have been makeup hair ready.
Excuse me, I just turned the ice thing drink up and I made some noise. I didn't mute. I apologize.
No, you're good. Okay, let me pull this one up because this is from today at some point. Is this? Hold on. Stop playing. Okay, I need to make sure that this is on Brave instead of because for some reason if I pull it up on Google it won't play. I don't know why. So let me do this.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Okay. I'll go ahead and pull this up. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this when it starts playing. Can y'all hear it?
Cannot.
Okay. I don't know.
Is that the one that I just pulled up? I think it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it
Let's
is.
see if
But I put it on. I copied in the link and went to Brave with it, and it should have played. I don't know why it's not.
let me see. Let me
Paste.
share this one.
Tech Death, how are you? Hey Corey, how are you?
There you go. I can share it.
Okay, we'll just do it that way. It'll be easier. If it is, this
Just let me know. Just let me know if the volume is good.
Are the only suspects
Okay,
that we
I
were
can
looking
hear it.
for.
Can everybody
That was
else hear
1
it?
week ago, but today there was a third arrest in connection to the murders of Matthew Guerra, Savanah Soto, and their unborn child. It is a case we've been following for weeks now.
Yeah, this woman, Muerta Romanos, walked by our cameras on the way to the Bexar County Jail. Her husband and stepson were the two that were arrested a week ago. Tonight, Daniela Ibarra explains what Romanos initially told SAPD about the night of December 21st and the holes they say they found in her story.
Did you give Christopher your gun? Muerta Romanos stayed silent, but police say the evidence against her speaks volumes. They believe her gun is the one used to kill Savanah Soto and Matthew Guerra. Investigators found bullet casings matching the gun in the same car where investigators discovered the couple's bodies, days after family reported them missing. Police believe Soto and Guerra were killed in a botched drug deal. Days after the murder, police released this surveillance video, which led to the arrest of Christopher Preciado and his father, Ramon Preciado, last Wednesday.
These two individuals are the only suspects that we were looking for.
Now, police say they knew Romanos was involved too. An arrest warrant says investigators questioned Romanos the day after the Preciados got arrested.
She did live, them three did live in the house together.
The warrant says Preciado claimed to be sleeping the night of the murders. Investigators say they were able to place her at the scene through other video. They found the gun after searching the home Romanos shared with the Preciados. Investigators say Romanos claimed the gun as her own.
We're confident that there's no more suspects at this time.
Daniela Ibarra, KSAT 12 News.
Keep up to date with all of San Antonio.
Okay, now see, they keep saying that it's his stepmom, right?
That's what I heard.
Okay. Let me pull. I have a screenshot of something. Where's it at? Right here. When Christopher, and this is kind of blurry, but I'll try to read it the best I can. When Christopher turned 21, his grandmother left a will. and she left him a house that he was supposed to get when he turned 21. And in this will, it says, and it's the second, is that B? It's so blurry. Yeah, I think it's B. But it says, in the event my beloved grandson, Christopher Ray Preciado, is under the age of 21 years at the time of my death, I give, devise, bequeath his interest and trust to my daughter, Mirta Romanos Preciado. So they're saying that this Mirta woman who got arrested today is his mother. And Mirta's mother, which is his grandmother,
Yeah,
is the one
that's what it
willing,
says.
is willing the house to him, and he is to get it once he turns 21.
That doesn't say stepmother to me.
No,
That says mother.
So the cop today says, and that's where the video cut. And I don't know why the video cut, but she's talking about one thing, and then it cuts for a second, and then she goes back to talking, and it says, I don't know the exact relationship, but I believe it's his stepmom. I'm thinking it's got to be his bio mom.
I'm thinking the cops don't care so much about the semantics of mother stepmother. They're just glad they got all three of them in cuffs.
True. Okay, King Scarlet said yes, this is mother, just stepmom to older boys only. Okay, thank you, King Scarlet. All right. And also, we were talking about when the dad and Christopher got arrested, could he possibly put the house up as maybe collateral towards a bond? The house is not, it's not in his name.
No,
and the house that that Christopher was supposed to get is at a different location. I actually got a picture. I went to Google Maps and got looked the address up, and it's a different house. It's like a little smaller wood type house. But the house that they live in on the Charlie Chan Drive is in a Felipe Romanos Jr. and it's in his name. The estate is this Mirta woman who was arrested today. She is the executor of Felipe Romanos' estate. So I'm thinking that this house where they were arrested at is going to be probably her dad's, and they were staying there once he passed.
But if she's the executor, that doesn't make it hers.
No, it's still under his name. I have here. I can pull this up.
Oh, okay. Well, then they can't use that as collateral either.
Right.
So their ass is going to be sitting in jail.
Yeah. See,
is a short story here.
See, owner's name, Felipe R. Romanos Jr., estate of, and then over here, Mirta Romanos, independent executor.
It's probably still in probate.
More than likely, because it has not been officially put into anyone's name or divided up between siblings or whatever. She's just the executor of his estate.
How old is the Romano Felipe Jr.?
That I don't know. I didn't go any further than this. I was just curious about the house. There is a mortgage on the house because it's showing that on their property taxes every year that the payments are coming from a mortgage company. But I was curious about who actually owned the house, so I just went to the tax assessor's office for Bexar County and looked it up, and it pulls up as this Felipe Romanos Jr. being the owner of it. So you have the marriage license and send it to Scar. Yes, I do. Hold on, KK. I can't remember if I don't think I did. I didn't do a screenshot of it, but I can just go back to the conversation again. Okay. And it's only like a partial of the page. KK, do you have the full thing? The full screenshot of it? Where did my screenshot go?
Do any of you think that the older man and his wife are involved in the actual worst
talking
part
about-
of the crime, or he just come home and they just helped their son do what?
I think he did it. I think he already had it planned. That's why he had the firearm. And once he might not have thought that it was going to go down the way it went down, and 2 people were going to end up deceased.
Yeah.
And
then he just shows up at home, and mom and dad just get drug into, y'all got to help me, or blah, blah, no. I don't know.
And so they helped him get rid of the bodies. Now, well, I wonder why, though, because they're saying that she has this tampering with evidence charge because she also helped hide the car and the bodies. But why doesn't Ramon or Christopher have a
She
tampering
might
with
have
evidence
washed the
charge?
towel, or I don't know. It could be anything.
Yeah, because the cop didn't even know that there was she don't know where the towel's at. More than likely, they took the towel out of the truck and probably washed it. They just, everything else, they just let, the cameras, the truck sitting at the house, all that. But this is the marriage license for Ramon Preciado Jr. and Myrta Romanos. And it's March 1st. I can't see the year, though, because there's a little thing in front of it. But there is their marriage license. And the car that was out in the yard that somebody wouldn't spray painted. Yeah, somebody put a cover over the car. And I actually have a picture of that too. Which I kind of get in a way why. I don't know who put the cover over it. The neighbors probably want it covered up, especially if there's kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they don't want kids seeing.
Right. More than likely, his family, somebody in the house, maybe the mom, the brother, or whatever, put the cover over the car because they don't want people seeing what was spray painted on it. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody don't spray paint over the cover.
Or spray the house.
I can't believe they haven't spray painted the house. At KK, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. They're in jail. Who's it really going to hurt? The neighbors?
I mean, I think the only person possibly left at the house is his older brother.
And they got to sit. The neighbors got to sit and look at that shit.
Right.
And
like I said, whoever covered it, I get why they covered it. The family would have, because they don't want people. They're embarrassed, more than likely. They don't want people seeing that. And it does show for people who don't know exactly where the house is. They drive by it looking for it. And it's like, oh, but obviously there it is. But the kids in the neighborhood don't really, especially smaller kids, really don't need to see that. So in a way, it's good that they covered the car. But then again, in a way, they're calling him what he is, honestly.
Yeah, I can't get over the fact that they left the footage. They got it in the house. They saw the video of themselves on Facebook. They still left the car sitting outside. I mean, it's like they wanted to get caught.
They knew I think the old man just knew this. We're not going to get away with this. I'm just going to sit in the
That's what I think too.
And get me a good meal or two, and sit in the chair and get me
spend our last Christmas together. And Heather, have a good night. Yeah, I mean, here sits Savanah and the baby and Matthew in this car in a parking lot, abandoned in this apartment complex. Nobody knows at that time where they're at during Christmas. And here sits Christopher, his dad, and his mom at home celebrating Christmas. Their last Christmas together, but they still celebrated Christmas, knowing the fact that the family was out looking for Savanah and them.
I don't know how you could do that.
It's just people who have no conscience. No conscience. That's all it is. This family, Savannah and them's family, was begging for people to help them find her and Matthew and baby Fabian, and they know that. Okay, hold on, Avery. Let me grab it. They know that this video, the surveillance footage, has been put all over social media. It was put out, by the police department. It was given to the news media. It was all over social media. They knew that it was out. They have to have known. There's no way that they didn't know that they have their car and their truck
Well, they knew.
on camera.
They knew.
Like,
For sure.
why not run? At this point, if you're good, you should have just ran.
I bet they got calls from the community within an hour after that video popped out. People saying, "I think it could be, blah blah blah," because they never live here. Because a truck like that with a
Right.
cover and the man that got out, his distinct big size, big belly.
Right.
Yeah, he could have made it to Mexico and got out of there. You're right, but it's
Hi.
just such a comedy of stupidity. I just
It's beyond.
can't wrap my head around it.
Hey, Avery, how are you?
Hey, I'm okay.
Are
Hey,
you sick?
no, I'm laying in bed almost. I was just kind of,
Oh, okay. You sounded
but
like you were sick there for a minute.
no, I'm on the heating pad and I got my dogs piled on top of me. I really need somebody, one of you, to go to my kitchen and get this bag of candy that I bought because I'm laying here tasting it, but I can't get up.
You don't have the motivation or energy to quite go get it, and if you don't get it soon, Jaden might get it, and you'll be
That's why you train. That's why you train the dogs.
I know, huh? Tucker, go get my candy.
He'll come back. Jaden got it.
Well,
Jaden, the door will be locked.
he rolled over. So I was coming up here to tell you guys a couple of things.
Okay.
Myrta Ramonas,
Mm-hmm.
have you noticed, I'm wondering if she's not the person who had a substance abuse problem, because if you look at her Facebook pictures, that woman is huge. Looks absolutely nothing like the woman who was arrested today. I
Yeah,
mean,
I saw one picture where she looks like, you can tell if you look straight at her face, it's the same person. If you look really good at her face, but other than that, if you just kind of glance, you wouldn't think they were the same lady.
I mean, I'm talking, this woman was obese.
She got like 300-pound obese.
Yes.
Yeah, she
got
was
a gastric bypass.
She's
people do that, lose lots and lots of weight.
But so here's the other thing. So I've been doing my research, and her parents were Felipe and her mother's mom's name is also Myrta Romanes.
Okay.
Felipe and Myrta. Now, Myrta has 8 grandchildren. So why would she leave a property just to Christopher? I don't think that is his mom. I think that is his stepmom. And I think,
You think so?
yeah, because that sounds like, makes it, in that screenshot that you read, I think she's calling, like, I know a lot of times I can't remember my mother-in-law ever referring to me as her daughter-in-law. She would call me her daughter. But
in a will, though.
Yeah, every
But
family does that different.
I'm not understanding why, if she has 8 grandchildren and Myrta has 2 sisters and some brothers, there's 8 grandchildren, and I think it said 6 great-grandchildren in her mom's obituary.
Because I'm getting lost here. I hadn't had enough sleep. I'm trying to do a family
Yeah.
tree chart.
Could Christopher had been like the oldest grandson?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. I don't know. I know they got married in 2009. March 1st, 2009.
We
But
couldn't see the date on the.
Yeah, well, there is other copies or
Okay.
screenshots of the marriage license. Just the one that I had, I couldn't see the year on it because of that little text
oh,
thing or whatever it is on there.
yeah, no, I found their little, you know how the newspaper does the weddings or not weddings, but marriages and
Like the
divorces.
announcements or whatever.
Yeah. And I've
Yeah.
read her parents' obituaries. I've read her
When did
dad.
her parents die?
Her mom died in 2010, and her dad died in, oh gosh, I can't remember what year. Her dad served a lot of years in the service.
You can't get kind of remember because.
Well, the mom died before the dad, because in the
Okay,
dad's
so the dad's
obituary,
recorded because that's when the property would have been.
yeah, because in his obituary it said he is preceded in death by his wife, Myrta. So she died in 2010, so he had to have died after 2010.
Pretty much.
But yeah, I've been
First,
through
goes second.
I've been through obituaries. I've been through.
But I'm wondering because if it says of late, Al was mentioning that what we saw about the kid, the estate could be in probate.
Yeah, I mean, and so
he died, say 6 months ago or a year ago, and whatever.
so what house is she leaving?
Hold on, I got a picture of that too. Hold on, let me go grab my screenshot. Where's that? And Myrta's total bond is 1.1 million for all
No
three charges.
way. Oh my
Yep.
God. Oh, because she has 3
Yep.
charges.
So this is the house that is listed in that wheel. So it had the address, and I just went to Google Maps, looked up the address. It's in San Antonio, and took a screenshot from Google Maps.
Fix that little house up in the world.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, did she have multiple properties? Because I don't have the entire wheel that she made out. There could be other parts of the wheel where she left other grandkids, other properties or vehicles or something like that. Maybe Christopher, he might have been like the oldest bio grandson or something like that. And so she wanted to leave him the house or.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
He might have been the family favorite. So who knows?
Could have. I mean, the boy graduated high school, or I've seen a graduation picture. I'm assuming it is his high school graduation. He would have had a house at 21. His family owned their own business. His dad did. I mean, he could have. If he would have did right, he kind of would have had it made.
Yeah.
And been set up.
Had plenty of work every day, and work with your family, and make a nice check every Friday. And,
have your own house, and all that. But KK, I don't know where these people got this wheel from. I don't know how they got it. And I'm wondering if there's more screenshots of it out there. I'm curious about that. But for whatever reason, Grandma wanted to leave the beloved grandson, Christopher Ray Preciado, this property.
I just want to know if she had some kind of weight loss surgery, or if she might be the one who was buying.
I don't think she was. That's probably not.
I know she looks way older than 47 years old. I do know that, and of course that could be just a type of lifestyle. She looks
older than 47 for sure.
Yeah, she looks at least. And I'll pull this picture up. This is when she was arrested today. Like, you can tell in this picture, and I wish I had the other picture. I should have screenshotted the one that Avery's talking about, where she's bigger. She don't have glasses on in the one Avery's talking about. She's bigger, but you can, like I said, if you look at her face, you can tell it's her, but they don't look the same.
She does look like somebody who's, when they lost a tremendous amount of weight, like, you can see where her face used to be like.
Yeah.
I'll send you the pictures. I have them saved. If
Okay.
you want to show them, okay.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be
I'll
fine. Just
send
send them
them
to
Discord.
Discord. Yeah, because I already got it pulled up.
You know, and if she had,
Uh,
say, gastric bypass surgery and lost 150 pounds or something or whatever, that could really change the look of her age, because she's got a lot of excess skin that you just don't get rid of unless you got the money to do plastic surgery, which
Right.
is not, I'm not saying it's not possible, but
And police are saying that they are certain that there is no more suspects. Just these three: Christopher, the dad, and the mom. But they said that whenever they arrested Christopher and the dad, which we all suspected there would be a third person at least because of the video and the towel being thrown and this and that. I just didn't see how the person who threw the towel was going to be able to get out of charges being filed against them, just because they knew what was going on. I'm wondering though if they're saying we are certain that there is no more suspects, but they're actually looking into other people.
they're letting people be relaxed so they won't cover their tracks.
I've wondered that because I was talking to a friend of mine she's not on YouTube, but she does follow some true crime stuff, and she was like, I just don't see this Christopher boy being the only one. Like he doesn't look that part of him getting into it with Matthew, because it looks like Matthew would have beat the crap out of him. Because we know Matthew lived that lifestyle where Christopher doesn't look like he did.
Yeah, it seems like he would have had like one of his buddies, or
Yeah, and that's what my friend was telling me. That she's just adamant, y'all, that somebody else is involved and Christopher's taking the fall for it.
It would not surprise me because
it wouldn't me either, honestly, if they come up with somebody else. And that's why I was saying, they said whenever the dad and Christopher was arrested, we are certain there are no more suspects. And then, like I said, we all knew about the towel being thrown, so that person, we figure it would be charged.
I got $25 that says they got the kid on video jumping into the back passenger seat of that car in front of their house, and the car driving away with him in the back seat.
Yeah, because they said that the crime happened close to their house.
Yep, it's on camera. If they didn't get rid of, if what they're telling us, they have it on camera of them getting into the truck, right?
Yes.
And then getting out of the truck.
Yes.
So they have the kid leaving on camera. Oh God, Avery. Jesus, I'm jealous.
Oh my God, Avery.
She's getting ready. She's prepping for a diabetic.
Diabetes bucket. I mean, you didn't even buy a normal size. You bought like jumbo.
Animal control came for their dog.
Oh, because there's nobody in the house.
Somebody's got to feed the damn thing.
But so Christopher's brother doesn't live at the house?
Did anybody catch?
If I were his brother, I wouldn't live at that house. I would
I wouldn't either.
Because he could become the last target for retaliation.
Did anybody catch the fact that Avery said she had a bag of candy in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Wait, did she say a bag?
Yes. Oh no, she said I have a bag of candy in the kitchen.
Because
she said it like a bag, not a giant dollar store bag full of candies.
She went to Dollar General and spent $48 on
a bag.
She made it sound like you made it sound like you had a bag of candy.
Oh no, it's going down.
I've got a stash of candy.
A pack of M&Ms and maybe half of a Snickers bar.
It's going down tonight.
It was a bag full of smaller bags.
Right.
Look at that.
I love those cheap little bags of candy at the dollar store.
These aren't cheap. This is 20.
Well, that's not the cheap one.
Oh.
But they have the little ones of Reese's and like the little dollar things of Whoppers, and I mean, yeah, you only get like 9, but still good.
Yeah, you can't even get a daggone child's what do they call it at McDonald's, kiddie meal. Hell, it's $10 almost or something.
King Scarlet, she kind of has that same look as what Christopher has.
Oh, I sent you the photos.
Okay, let me go to Discord and grab one. And real quick, so on her bond, so for abuse of a corpse, she has $100,000 bond. Tampering with evidence, $500,000, and alter, destroy, or conceal a human corpse is 500,000.
Did they charge the dad with tampering yet?
Nope.
It's
And,
coming.
well, wait, hold on.
It's got to be coming.
What'd she tamper with, Al? I mean, I'm trying to figure in my head. I mean, obviously
that towel was enough.
Yeah, but I mean,
If
hell, he
they
had
wiped
it
off
too.
if they wiped off the red stuff with that towel, and then they threw the towel back to her, and she did anything with that towel from there other than turn it over to the police, she tampered with evidence. Because the red stuff was on the towel.
Okay.
$500K, that's no bullshit bond. That's solid.
No,
That's 50 grand with collateral, and that's, I mean, not a lot of people have 500,000 in collateral laying around, even in their house, equity in their house.
So all Ramon has is abuse of a corpse. And I'm writing these back down because I don't know where my other piece of paper went.
Oh, KK says it's the pew-pew. That's possible. If she tampered with that in some way.
Could have.
But they could have charged her with supplying it as well.
Wiping it down, or I don't know.
I mean, evidence is evidence. If she did anything
right.
with any of the evidence other than turn it over to the police, it's tampering. So they got her dead to rights on that one. That's why I
Big
can't believe they
Al,
didn't charge the dad with that.
because she hid the gun in her room.
Well, she didn't hide it very
Well,
friggin' well.
that's not really hide, but I know what you're saying. She didn't offer it up when they come in the front door. Yeah, I got a gun in the.
Hiding it is driving out in the desert, digging a random hole and dropping it in.
Driving across some body of water that's 100-foot deep.
She was like, I'm gonna hide it from y'all, but I'm gonna hide it in my house. That way, when y'all get a warrant, y'all just gotta search a good little bit, and y'all will finally find it.
Yeah, take an acetylene torch and cut it in 25 pieces and throw it out.
I never understood why people are like, I just can't give up my gun, even though you used it in a crime.
You know, honestly, they're the dumbest criminals. They don't even. They don't take the car very far away from their own residence. They are doing things like out in the open, like wiping down handprints. I mean, they got the weapon in their house. They're idiots. They're
The camera footage. I don't understand it, honestly.
The son was probably so stupid he literally used his own Android or iPhone to call this Matthew kid. And that right there, if you're the last person that talks to him, you pretty much put a target on your forehead. I mean, he probably wasn't smart enough to have a burner phone, I wouldn't think. But I don't know. Maybe he did. But
I've watched enough crime shows now and been in true crime long enough that I could have done a better job. You know, like they just, it doesn't make any sense.
You can't get away in 2023, 24 in the technology. If you have a cell phone and you have a debit card and you have, there's just so many things that they can have a digital map and put you here and there and here and there, and pretty much put you right on the track of a person who done it.
True.
It's hard to get away with anything.
But I could have done a better job than what they did.
Oh yeah, if my son come home and I was going to help him, I ask you first. But if you're going to get rid of the body, we driving way the heck down the highway, and
But I'm still at the point of I'm angry. I mean, like I understand that Savanah is only 18. She's naive and stuff, but like I'm just angry with them because they had no regard for their unborn child.
Maybe didn't sign up for it. They did.
No.
It infuriates me. Yeah. I don't know who I am madder at them for doing that crap right the day before she's supposed to have her baby.
It don't matter when they did it. I mean,
I don't know who I'm.
Pregnant or 9 months. It's just not.
I get what you're saying, Eve.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, because the baby on it, like Savanah and Matthew, they didn't deserve what they got, but the baby is like the number one victim in this.
Yeah, and literally bought all the way to the full term, ready to pop out. Should have already popped out, and they're gonna run and do a darn little deal real quick. I mean,
Scarlet Libra Moon in the chat said that Carlos has a video of her being arrested.
And didn't
Ta-ta-ta.
Carlos
Oh, is
change
that on?
his TikTok name? Bills be so high these days that life might be easier in prison. I don't know, KK. I couldn't do prison.
They only said he was 8 pounds, is what Leila Moon said. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's sad. That's sad, Avery, because I mean,
it is. It is. It
that
angers
child
me.
was ready to come into this world and start his life or her life. I don't know what.
It was a little
Boy or
boy.
girl,
His
I
name was gonna be. His name was
yeah, but
Fabian.
that and they were just living in a fog and thinking,
Yeah, they
shit
just.
don't think. They
Yep.
were grown.
I don't know. I just my first pregnancy, I was 20, but still, like, I wouldn't. I don't know.
You for 9 months, you took absolute care of yourself. You took every vitamin, you did everything the doctor said. You got rest. You didn't do nothing.
Well, I'm gonna be
You thought
honest.
about it, didn't you?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't take the vitamins because they made me throw up.
I just said vitamins, but you did what was
But
required and you took it serious.
yeah, like I wouldn't even stand next to somebody who was smoking or be in
Yeah.
the area. You know what I mean? Like I
They're
just
just
couldn't.
around and doing deals.
But different lifestyles. It just pisses me off for the baby.
Yeah, it's sad, honestly.
I mean, and plus that baby, like any day, you think their head would be thinking, you know what? If you were doing it, you know what? Got some money put back. I'm gonna do a little chill. We're gonna get this baby. We're gonna get him home, get him settled in. Get him on schedule because it takes time for all that to take place. And
I think the only comfort I can find is knowing that the baby didn't feel any pain. Because like I know what happens when the blood supply stops. And it's almost like a euphoric feeling for the baby.
yeah,
I mean, that's the only comforting thing that I can find out of the whole situation.
and you know what?
And they show no remorse.
God works in mysterious ways. Maybe He knew that baby was going to live in a hell hole for going through 20 years of living in a family of just
You never know. You really never know.
lifestyle and be subjected to way more terrible things. And I don't know. It's just
That's what I have to often think, like when people lose babies stillborn and things, well, God has to be saving them from something absolutely
I had a sister stillborn when I was 10
horrible.
years old.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. I thought
But
I was
what
going to have a
gets
baby
me,
sister come home. And
what gets me is how both the mom and the dad, like all three of them, even the son, Christopher, like in their walks, their perp walks, they are so stoic.
they're
They're
unemotional.
so
They have no energy,
no.
It's like they're not even in there.
They have no emotion.
They're on like low battery level or something. I don't know. It's just
Yeah, I'm sure they hadn't slept. I mean,
the fake news statement was about on a scale of 1 to 10 was about an emotional level of about a 1.5, and that's the only emotion I've seen out of.
Okay, I'm just screenshotting something here real quick, y'all.
But don't forget to show those photos. I just want people to see
that's what I'm doing now.
if they think. I don't know. I just don't know. I want to know why she has the big weight loss.
She probably had gastric bypass or just really got serious about it. And people that lose that massive amount of weight, they don't, they feel better, and if they don't, it ages them and they look.
Yeah, but we'll be with having this situation revolving around substances and a double homicide.
I'll be honest with you, that woman I don't think is old enough.
Okay.
Look at that right there, Wilby.
So I just put the two together. Like you can tell that it's the same person if you just look really hard in the faces of each one of them.
Yeah.
But just glancing, it doesn't look like the same.
And you know what? Now that I'm looking at that mugshot, Christopher looks like her. He looks like he is her son. Now that I'm looking at that photo, maybe it's his long hair.
Avery KK said diet shots.
Oh,
that
A lot
they
of people are
make
taking
diet shots now.
Ozempic. It's a diabetic medicine now, and they're losing massive amounts of weight.
Oh, that Oprensa, whatever. Do you know that is
Ozempic.
shutting?
Ozempic or whatever it's
Yeah, that's shutting down people's intestinal systems.
No,
It's
I
bad.
heard that Ozempic. They're prescribing it like crazy.
Yeah, but look it up. Google it, will
Yeah, a
be.
lot of
And
people are getting sick from it. A
oh
lot
Well,
of
yeah,
people.
I don't doubt that because
their
you
intestines are
don't
dying.
lose a lot of weight because you are low on Ozempic or you have a lot of Ozempic.
Okay, let me take
Probably not a healthy way to lose it.
And we fix to do a side by side of Christopher. God, they do look a lot alike, y'all. Hold on. They've got the
Mm-hmm.
same look.
Nose, yeah. Now that I'm looking at that, I'm thinking she
Just
might
Stone
be.
says her husband's on it for diabetes. I wonder if has he lost any weight? Because everybody I've known 2 or 3 people that have been on it and just they said the weight just fell off of it.
Mm,
Look at that.
wow.
He has a feminine. I'm telling you. I mean,
He's got such a like his face is such a baby face.
Yeah, I'd have to say that's definitely her son.
I mean,
Just
if that
based on that.
wheel is legit that I showed and it's saying to her, her beloved grandson and her daughter is to be over the house until he becomes 21. If he's not 21 when she dies. I mean, to me, that's saying Myrta is my daughter, Christopher is my bio grandson.
Yeah,
Because
I think you're right.
technically, a
But
will, if you're going to leave a will to someone, and if I'm trying to think on my stepdad's, I think in my stepdad's, he had to put me with my name, stepdaughter, not my daughter, so and so. It had to be listed. Like I had to be listed as a stepdaughter, where his bio kids had to be listed as his kids. I don't. It's just that's the way I'm taking the wheel, though. And looking at these two, that's for sure her son.
I mean, he looks like he could be without looking at his body, just looking at his face. He looks like he could be about a 9th grader.
Yeah, he has such a baby face. Like he doesn't look like he's 19.
He's probably good at video games. I don't know. There's no emotion in these people's eyes.
And neither one of them.
The dad too. I mean,
They just have this dead ass stare. Like you look into their eyes and there's no soul there. There's nothing there. There's no care. There's no soul. There's no.
When they walk him in, what is it, Huntsville in Texas?
Oh yeah.
They walk him in there, he'll have a damn blank ass there. I guarantee.
Inmates at places like that do not take kindly to people who hurt.
Oh, he's gonna be in
babies.
The DR wing. He ain't gonna see nobody. They're gonna be tapping on walls and whispering, maybe hearing each other.
I bet you he's gonna be somebody's bitch in prison.
If he gets the death penalty, he's gonna be in the death penalty wing, and he ain't gonna get to have any contact.
Watch and see.
Anybody.
Watch and see.
He looks like he's preparing for it. I mean, even his hair looks like he's.
Well, they'll probably
look more like a girl than a boy.
They'll probably make him cut his hair once he gets to prison.
Oh yeah.
Like now, he would be able to keep it just because he's in jail. He hasn't went to court and all this and that, and he hasn't got a conviction or a sentence. But once his ass is sentenced, all them long locks are coming off, y'all.
They're gonna stop him from breathing at some point. I guarantee you.
Scarlett, I just nearly died because of you. I did not expect that to come out of your mouth, and I choked on my candy.
But I'm sorry, but it's the truth, though.
Oh my God.
I mean, honestly,
that just came out of nowhere.
Have y'all seen the show Prison Break before?
Cartel,
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he was, it ain't no
Where,
cartel. These people are romper room
what's
operators. Cartel
the
ain't
dude's
have
name?
nothing to do with this.
Oh, do you guys
Uh,
remember that one prison show with Elliot from Law and Order and oh my goodness, what's the name of that show? It was the best show
Law
ever.
and Order.
No, they're in prison. It's a prison show.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Oh my God,
Oz.
it's so
Oz.
yeah,
Oz.
Oz.
Oh, that show is so good.
Well,
Show's hardcore.
It
I'm
is.
thinking though, if you've ever seen Prison Break, and the dude, I cannot remember what his name is on the show. Teddy is his name. And he makes the little dudes walk around holding. He pulls his pocket out of his pants. He like pulls the pocket all the way out, and he makes the little dude walk around holding his pocket. That's gonna be Christopher in jail. Watch
I never saw Prison Break, but I watched every Oz, and that is an intense show.
Prison Break's really good.
I'll have to check that one out.
But it's one though that I will warn you that once you start watching it, you will get addicted to it, and you will have to watch the whole entire season or series.
Yeah, I have
It's
a bad
really
habit
good.
of that. I have a really bad habit of getting hooked on shows and doing that. Every
And
waking moment I spend watching it.
Breaking Bad got me that way.
Yeah, Breaking Bad was bad for
Yeah,
me.
it was really good. But Prison Break, in order to understand it from the very beginning, you cannot miss any of it. Like you have to know exactly what happened at the very beginning to understand it.
That's how Oz is. Like you binge it,
Yeah.
and then it's like even better for women like me because they show a lot of parts.
Jesus.
God.
I got stuck on a contract out in the oil field.
Buttons you hit on the computer, you really like to see that kind of stuff, and you do it in your own privacy, you know.
It's better when it's unexpected and it just pops up on the TV screen, and you're like, "Ooh."
What were you saying, Big Al?
I got trapped out on a contract in the oil field, and we couldn't work for like 4 weeks, and they had to pay us.
Uh-huh.
But we had to stay there. And I had somebody give me Weeds. That TV show Weeds. I don't know if you ever saw that.
That was good.
It's like 7 seasons, like 15 episodes a season. Yeah, me and the guys that worked for me binged that, and it was awful at the end.
Yeah.
Horrible. Like chips on the floor, bottles, cans, shit everywhere. Just watched it and didn't stop for like days.
Yeah.
It was awful. But a great show.
That movie, every season kind of morphed her into another dimension of what she was doing.
Yeah, it was like a lot like Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
The ugly truckin', I think I'm saying that right, in chat, was asking, like, what's Chris's history? And he didn't have one, right? Like, no record, because he's just 19 and nothing.
I mean, if he has anything juvenile, we're not going to be able to see that because once he hit 18, juvie records are closed. But I can bring up his.
I'm pretty sure at the first press conference, they said he had no record.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, KK, I'll pull it back up in just a second. This is all he has. And this is just for his 3 charges: capital murder, multiple person, alter, destroy, conceal of a human corpse, and then abuse of a corpse. That's all he's got.
The baby charge finally. You're saying there's 3 charges now?
Well, he's had 3 charges. To begin with, when he was arrested and charged with capital murder, multiple person, but they have said that there will be an additional charge, so that like there would be 3 capital murder charges.
Yeah, they just have to.
Yeah, they just haven't.
Because the baby didn't die of some other.
Well, they've got him charged with enough to keep him in jail.
Yeah, one's plenty.
Wait, why is this not pulling up Ramon? It could be because I'm spelling his name wrong.
Maybe they let him out.
Oh no, I just looked at his thing. See, this is all of his: abuse of a corpse, alter, destroy, conceal of a human corpse. That's the 2 he got. The dad did when he got arrested. And then he's got unauthorized use of a vehicle, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, criminal mischief, and evade arrest.
That ag assault is a gnarly charge.
Oh, for sure.
That's not a rookie charge.
That's
Which
something
one?
that the
Aggravated
aggravated
assault.
assault. That's where
Oh, yeah.
you hit somebody with something that could have
That's
caused
pulling a gun on someone, pointing a gun at someone.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's not just a minor type charge.
And I know it was a long time ago, but I still don't trust the guy.
Yeah, it almost makes you think. When I first heard it, I thought maybe this is what these people were involved in, robbing. I mean,
Okay, there's one more comment from the ugly truckin'. It says, what has his peers said? But
Nothing.
we haven't heard from any of his friends or any friends of the family, huh?
I haven't heard anything. Nobody, which honestly, nobody for several reasons are going to come out and say, "Hey, I'm Christopher's friend.
yeah,
I don't think he did this."
He made a mistake.
Yeah, and nobody's going to come out and say that because of the fact that there is a baby involved in this.
Yeah, true.
People want retaliation for them doing that.
He looks like his only friends are online.
Yeah.
He does look like a gamer.
Yeah,
like a
Looks like a
lone.
kid that sits in the basement and plays games.
He's my friend because Matthew's family and Savanah's family. I said, well, he was his friend. That's good enough for me.
They're not going to come out and say that. On top, not just for the fact of it being a baby and what he done, but for the simple fact of if he did have friends, they're not going to want to get called into court and testify at a trial or be questioned by FBI or local police or having their they don't want their cell phone data looked into and all this and that, because if they're into substances also, then that exposes all the people that they mess with, and they don't want all that. So they're going to stay as far away from him as they can if he does have friends out there.
You don't even. Oh, sorry.
I saw the name of one gang that was linked to one of them, and I can't remember the name. I said it the other night. It was a 3-word thing, but does anybody know any of the level of gang activity? I know they have gangs in San Antonio, but just how many different?
There's a lot.
Like for Matthew, you're talking about.
I read the name of the gang he was associated with, or his Savannah's brother maybe that got unalived. It was like the Out of Town gang or something.
Yeah, I remember seeing
May not
it.
be just right, but my question is, I just wonder how many strong blocks or tricks of groups there are of.
Oh, there's probably
dozens and dozens, or dozens and so, or who knows? I don't know.
Oh God, I wouldn't even know a number to throw out there on
here you go.
different sets.
There's the Aryan Brotherhood of Texas, Aryan Circle, the Banditos, the Bloods, the Crips, the Gangster Disciples, the Hermandad, Pistoleros, Latinos, Latin Kings, Paisas Mexicals, Petitos, Revolucionario Mexicano, Peckerwoods, Serranos, Tango Blast, Tango Orion, Texas Mexican Mafia, and the Texas Syndicate.
Yeah. So any gang flying a tag in Texas is basically represented in that town.
That's the Stop San Antonio Gang website.
Yeah.
That reports all the clicks and the sets.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to know why the ugly truckin' thinks that he's autistic.
Who is?
Christopher.
I don't know. He said it was a cartel hit for a while.
No, he just said in chat that he thinks he's autistic.
Yeah, but he said a while ago something about it, if it were a cartel hit or something. And I just made the comment, this is so far from a cartel hit.
Yeah, there's no way that he can claim self-defense, anymore.
Pretty tough for self-defense.
Like that self-defense thing, y'all, it went out the window so fast. Like I said, it smashed into a damn brick wall.
With the back of their head, I just had to shoot them behind the ear.
Crap. See, I never pay attention to chat, and tonight I am, and the damn dog just took off with a butterfinger.
You
go get the dog.
Yeah, chocolate. He
can't have chocolate.
He'll be sicker than a dog. Dogs can't eat chocolate.
Now you got to go run him down.
And
Go
on the
get
flip
him. You
side,
probably gonna have to give the dog an enema
and
right
on the
away.
flip side of that, my dog ate a whole chocolate sheet cake once, and he didn't even get the shits.
Well, my great aunt used to give her dog those little Debbie cakes, and it
Yeah,
never hurt him.
it never hurt my dog one bit. He'd steal it every chance he got.
I
But they
make
say
sure
it's
mine
bad.
don't get it.
A
Yeah, I
friend of
make
mine
sure my
had
dog don't get it.
a mini pincher, and he eats some chocolate, and he literally blowed up. They're little dogs. He blowed up like a balloon, and I mean, he literally looked like if you touched him, he was going to pop. And I'm not kidding at all. This dog was about to just pop like a balloon. He was the most miserable dog I've ever seen, but he got hold of a bag of chocolate and just that dog was all.
May said she thinks he's on the spectrum too.
But why are they thinking this though?
I don't know. The ugly
Just by
trucking.
appearance?
He said neuro divergent, and then May just said
Yeah, but
she could go
somebody
on
on
and on about
the
why she
spectrum
thinks he's on the
orchestrate or
spectrum.
aspire to do something like this. I don't know.
Because I mean, you can't just look at a person and tell that they're on the spectrum.
Like
Yeah,
I would like,
look.
I would really like to know, like really honestly would like to know the like why
Yeah,
why they think
why
that.
they think that. That would be something interesting to hear.
That's just like, the
Lack of
psychology.
emotion. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. On the spectrum, that's the way it is because autistic kids are like every one of them is different.
Okay.
Rubber stamp.
So May said it has nothing to do with what he did. I'm saying I think that will be his defense. Well, if he tries to use that as his defense, I mean, no matter what, they're going to have a psych eval done on him. If they try to use that as his defense, he will have to go to a doctor to get an official diagnosis, which is not going to get him out of the charges if he is on the spectrum.
No,
now that's interesting. If I knew there was a reason they were talking about that in chat, I just didn't know why. I knew I missed something, but I've been very invested in this candy. So
I agree with that ugly truckling. Baby face, no social life. Screwed up,
Yeah,
killed
and
someone. Panicked,
ugly-
and his parents jumped in to help him.
Yeah, ugly truck. I didn't mean any.
Right.
I apologize for that comment. You take it. Yeah.
What comment?
He had said something about the cartel, and I just.
Oh.
I might have not read it correctly. I don't know, but I just said no. I don't believe for a minute it was cartel hit, and I might have been a little aggressive. More comment. I'm apologizing. I didn't mean nothing by it, and yeah.
I think it was someone who would have screwed up a cartel hit this epically. Everybody'd be dead.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
They kill 100 people because they just show the next person that screwed up.
We love it when you get a little aggressive. That's the funnest part of you.
This case doesn't get me aggressive because it's for the first time in a long time we've got a case where, bam, in a record-setting time, we know exactly who did it, and basically,
true, yeah.
All the other details don't really make a F difference. It's just sad that two children or two 18-year-olds who were facing the greatest gift life would ever give them,
right,
away from it, let this happen. I just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump down and make some room. It looks like Kelly wants to come up, so that's perfect.
I think I am too. I'm tired. I need to get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm beat.
Again, the other truckling. I apologize. So please don't.
Son of a. Oh, KK, I didn't mean to tag you in that link. I was trying to type something to you, and then thank you for the information, KK.
So the boys are leaving, and Kelly's coming up. It's going to be all girls.
Yes.
Sounds like a pillow party.
And boys rule.
Before I leave, my middle boy lives in San Antonio, the one that just retired from Air Force, and he's building a nice home. Works for Boeing, but I've never been to San Antonio. I couldn't know how far he's away from the chaos or not, but it worries the absolute hell out of him because there's two sons that are about 14 and 10 now. They've lived in every base you can think of. They're kind of like Air Force brats or whatever you call them. And it scares the hell out of me that he's in San Antonio.
Right. Well, hopefully they'll be safe though.
Yeah, I'm just sure he's building a really nice home. He saved his money, but he's got a really good job with Boeing. But yeah, this world is just, I mean, where are you safe?
In the middle of the woods, and at that point, you're really not safe in.
Right between the yards from here.
In the country or in the mountains or.
But then I think
Vermont.
I think that like in the middle of the woods where I live, but then there's crazy people who go to live out in the middle of the woods to get away from, the cops in the cities and all this and that, and they can just walk up on your place at any time. You know what I mean?
You live in that kind of place where everybody up and down your road calls. There was a car I didn't recognize coming that way. I mean, they know every car.
Oh, Jubilee, there is enough. We only have 7 houses on this road. 6 families live down this road. Every house on this road has a camera.
Yeah.
Like, we know everything.
If a blue car that don't belong goes down the road, just as the phone just starts popping right down the road. Who's that? I've never seen that. I mean, that's the way it was on my grandmother and grandfather, the road they lived on growing up. All his brothers, my grandpa's sisters, Aunt Ruth and Aunt Jeanette, they just, somebody come down that road they didn't know. They knew. They had party line phones back in where would it ring? Everybody up and down the road would answer. And they'd say, "Oh, it's for Ruth."
Right.
They used to talk about how I know she's listening in on our calls.
Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
Hey, Kelly.
How are you guys doing?
But anyway, good night. I may be down in chat later. I'm probably going to go to sleep.
Okay, Wilby, have a good night.
Good night, Will.
Bye.
Good night. I say I'm coming up, and 2 people fall off because I'm coming up. Go figure.
I got to get some rest, guys.
No, Kelly, this is better because now it's all girls.
Yeah.
And I'm on a sugar high. Woo.
Yeah. Avery and her sugar.
I'm cracked to diabetes. But it does taste good. It's good on sweet M&M's or what. My mama's she's a sweet junkie. And she's a little bitty old thing.
Wilby, I hardly ever eat sweets though. Like once or twice a year.
Really? I told Julie how to start drinking more water. Buy 1 Coca-Cola, a 20 ounce.
And I don't drink soda.
Don't get a 12-pack. And then drink water when you're out. And tomorrow when you get up, go to the store, get you another 20 ounce. Because I do like a soda a day. But I'm drinking, after I drink that, I drink nothing but water. And I've got where I like the water. They're going to do the soda. Ugh. But I keep the sweets away too. But
I love water.
I want to go out 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, run down the road and get a daggone anything.
Oh my God, my dogs are going to start freaking fighting.
And ain't none of y'all made none of them cookies yet. Sent it out for testing. I'm disappointed.
I know. Well, I've been getting Al to do it, but he ain't doing it.
No, Al took you to the water and showed you how to drink.
I made chicken fried steak.
The water. That's a sample.
Listen to me, Wilby. I made chicken fried steak that was so good last night that I about hurt myself eating. It was so good.
I bet it was.
Oh, it was so good.
I got Domino's pizza, and I don't care if you got a half off coupon and 3 free pizzas coupon and everything in the book. When it gets to the house, it's going to cost you about $35 for a pizza and a drink or 2 and whatever. The coupons don't matter. Period. It's $30 every time. Things ain't like
Pizza sounds good. I wonder why
I hate pizza. I've got
Avery, are you having a moment
my
there?
mama. All right, good night.
All right, Wilby, have a good night.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
what? Kelly, what does your avatar say this time?
Smart ass meter.
That's perfect for you.
And it's all the way over on the green.
Exactly. 100%.
Hey, see you later. How are you? Duckin, how are you?
Yeah, I just created that. I think it was yesterday, and put it up. I don't think I put it up yet though.
Oh, crap.
Now my dogs want to bark.
No, they're good. They just have something to say.
Yeah.
They're saying the same thing we are. These people are dumb criminals.
Yes, they are very dumb. Oh, okay. So are we still talking about the issue? Because I don't want to change the subject if we're not.
Christopher Neal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'll mention it later on after we're done because I have a cool thing for you guys to watch.
Okay. Let me read the affidavit real quick.
Mhm.
Just because I have it pulled up here on screen and I need to get it off of my screen. What is this? Okay, Avery, I just saw your comment back chat. All right, let me get this pulled up here real quick. And it pretty much says the same thing as what Ramon said. Did I see your message in Discord? Hold on. I think so. Yes, I saw it where she was Teresa Black found not guilty. Yes, I saw that. And I'm going to get back to you also, Thistle, on that. Okay, so I'm going to go through it really quickly. Like I said, most of it's basically the same thing as what Ramon's arrest warrant said. But it says the undersigned affiant, Detective Jeremy Goodwin, number 2322, being a peace officer under the law of the state of Texas, is duly sworn on oath, makes the following statements and accusations. So a victim in this case has been identified as Savanah Nicole Soto, date of birth August 22nd, 2005, hereinafter referred to as Victim 1. A victim in this case has been identified as Matthew Gabriel Guerra, date of birth October 26, 2001, hereinafter referred to as Victim number 2. All right, Kelly, you back?
Yes.
Okay. All right. An actor in this case has been identified as Murta Romanos, a date of birth August 7, 1976, hereinafter referred to as the defendant. Said defendant is further identified in SAPD computer files under SID number 563871. It is the belief of your affiant that the offense of PC 37.09, tampering with evidence, alter, destroy, conceal human corpse, was committed on or about the 21st day of December 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. Your affiant has probable cause for said belief by reason of the following facts. On December 23rd, Leon Valley police received a call for a missing person report. Family of the missing person stated that she was supposed to be induced for her pregnancy and did not show up for her appointment. The family advised that they had not been able to get a hold of the female and stated that she was not answering her phone. A check of the hospitals was conducted by the family, and it was found that the female was not in any of the hospitals. It was found that the female lived with her boyfriend. However, the family of the boyfriend advised that they were not able to get in touch with him as well. The female was entered as a missing person by Leon Valley. Further investigation found that the female and her boyfriend were not responding to any phone calls, and their whereabouts were unknown. Media broadcast on the news the story of the missing female and her boyfriend. In the media, the boyfriend's car description was broadcast and was said to be a 2013 gray Kia Optima. December 26, 2023, a resident of 5903 Danny K Drive messaged the family of the female and advised them that they believed the vehicle was parked at 5903 Danny K Drive. The family contacted Leon Valley and drove to the location. Upon Leon Valley Police arrival to the location, Leon Valley Police observed the vehicle, and inside the vehicle was a deceased pregnant female in the front seat and a deceased male in the back seat of the vehicle. San Antonio Police were contacted, and your affiant made the location. Upon arrival to the location, your affiant observed the vehicle. The vehicle was a 2013 Kia Optima with Texas plate TRC 9447. Your affiant checked the VIN number, and the VIN number was the same VIN number that was broadcast on the news for the missing couple. A check of information through NCIC TCIC showed the vehicle belonged to the boyfriend of the female. Your affiant observed the front right passenger side of the vehicle. Your affiant observed a deceased pregnant female inside of the front right passenger seat. Due to your affiant's knowledge of the female on a previous murder case from 2022, your affiant recognized the female to be that of the missing female. The female appeared to have trauma to her head. Your affiant then observed the back seat of the vehicle and observed a deceased male in the back seat. The deceased male resembled the boyfriend to the female. The male had an apparent gunshot wound to his head. It appeared that the male had been dragged into the vehicle, and your affiant did not observe any weapon near the male. The search warrant was requested so entry into the vehicle could be conducted. And while waiting for the search warrant, your affiant spoke to the families of the female and the male. It was found that the boyfriend to the female sold narcotics and used his phone through cellular communications as well as social media to sell the narcotics. It was also advised that the boyfriend would post money and narcotics on Instagram. It was stated that people wanted to rob the boyfriend and stated that the boyfriend had been shot at before. The family provided your affiant with the phone number of the female. The family of the male provided your affiant with his phone number as well as his Instagram. When the search warrant arrived at the location, a search of the vehicle was conducted. The search found spent shell casings in the vehicle. However, there was no weapon recovered in the vehicle. There was an apparent blood transfer on the outside of the vehicle that was not consistent with the boyfriend causing harm to the female. Both the female and the male had gunshot wounds to the head, and the male also had apparent drag marks on his back. It was believed that the female and the male were murdered at a different location, and the vehicle was driven to the recovered location. During further investigation, your affiant found video surveillance at 5903 Danny K. The video surveillance found that on December the 21st, 2023, around 23:59 hours, a Chevrolet Silverado gray driving with its lights off from the vehicle recovered location. The Silverado pulled into the middle of the back parking lot and parked the vehicle. The victim's vehicle could be seen approaching the Chevrolet Silverado. The victim's vehicle parked next to the Silverado. A heavy-set male exited the Silverado, and the driver and the driver's side door of the victim's vehicle opened. The heavy-set male approached the driver of the victim's vehicle and appeared to speak to the driver. The heavy-set male then got a towel from his vehicle and appears to wipe down the outside of the victim's vehicle door where he had touched the vehicle. So apparently he was just wiping off fingerprints. Surveillance video appeared to show a third person throw the towel to the heavy-set male, which led police to believe that a second person was inside the Chevy Silverado. The driver of the victim's vehicle exited the vehicle for a brief moment and sat back in the driver's seat. The driver did not match the description of the female victim or the male victim. The Hispanic male got back into his vehicle. The victim's vehicle drove behind the building where the vehicle was found on December 26, 2023. The Silverado followed the victim's vehicle. Approximately 3 minutes later, the Silverado was observed leaving from behind the building where the victim's vehicle was found. The victim's vehicle did not leave the location. It is believed that the victims were already deceased in the vehicle at the time the video was observed. It is believed the unknown driver and heavy-set male observed parked the victim's vehicle at the location in an effort to hide the vehicle. On January 2, 2024, your affiant provided one of the victim's cell phones to Detective Knox at the Technical Investigations Unit. January 3, 2024, your affiant received the phone download from Detective Knox. Your affiant found that the victim had recently searched the street of Charlie Chan Drive. Due to your affiant's knowledge of the crime scene area, he was aware that Charlie Chan Drive was a couple of blocks away from the vehicle recovery location. Your affiant was able to discover that the victim's vehicle pinged near Charlie Chan Drive and Cary Grant Drive around 23:50 hours on the night that they went missing. The vehicle did not start moving again until around 23:54 hours. The vehicle then traveled to 5903 Danny K Drive, where the victims and their vehicle were discovered on December 26. Your affiant conducted computer research and was able to locate the vehicle that looked identical to the suspect vehicle seen on camera with the victim vehicle. Your client did research on the owner of the vehicle and found that the owner of the vehicle matched the description of the male that exited the vehicle on camera. Homicide detectives went to the vehicle location listed above and found the listed vehicle at that location. While at the residence of Charlie Chan, a person identified as Ramon Preciado reported knowing why SAPD was at his residence. Ramon Preciado informed SAPD detectives to speak with his son, identified as Christopher Preciado. Ramon and Christopher were transferred to SAPD Homicide to speak with your client, while additional SAPD detectives searched the resident on Charlie Chan Drive under the authority of a search warrant. Your client spoke with Ramon, and Ramon was read his Miranda warnings. Ramon Preciado admitted to driving the Chevy Silverado at 5903 Danny K Drive, where he met Christopher Preciado. Ramon identified himself on surveillance camera from 5903 Danny K Drive as the person observed exiting the Silverado. Ramon reported meeting Christopher at the apartment complex who was driving another vehicle. This vehicle is the vehicle in which Matthew Guerra and Savanah Soto were found deceased. Ramon admitted to assisting Christopher at 5903 Danny K Drive. So that kind of throws out the theory that maybe Chris's mom was driving the car.
Yeah, I think so.
Because in a way, if you look at the video that we saw where the car and the truck is meeting up, it kind of looks like her with the ponytail and all this and that. Unless she was driving it and Dad's saving her by saying she was in the truck with him.
Well, do we know the height of her and Christopher? Because whoever it was not a tall person.
I'll have to go back and see if it's on like the arrest record.
Yeah, they don't do the mug shots with the thing behind them.
Yeah, the height thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back when I get done reading this. I'll go back and see if like their height, weight, and all that is on the arrest information. Okay, let me see where do I stop now. All right, so the affiant then spoke with Christopher. Christopher was read his Miranda warnings. Christopher reported that Matthew and Savanah drove to his residence on Charlie Chan Drive to sell Christopher weed. Christopher went on to provide a version of events that were inconsistent with the evidence collected at the scene and from the victim's recovered vehicle. Christopher claimed that the male victim pointed a weapon at him and Christopher was able to manipulate the weapon, resulting in the female being shot. Christopher then stated that the weapon was pointed at him again and he manipulated the weapon again, resulting in the male being shot. On January the 4th, your affiant spoke with Myrta Romanos. Myrta stated on the night of the incident that she was at her residence on Charlie Chan Drive with Ramon and Christopher. Myrta could not recall the events of the night and stated that she thought that she was sleeping. Myrta denied knowing about the incident and denied being in Ramon Preciado's vehicle at 5903 Danny K Drive. Further investigation led to surveillance video being recovered from the defendant's residence. In the surveillance video, Myrta could be seen leaving her residence with Ramon on the night of the incident. Ramon and Myrta enter Ramon's vehicle and depart from their residence. Several minutes later, Ramon's vehicle entered the driveway of the residence. Christopher, Ramon, and Myrta could all be observed exiting the vehicle and entering their residence. The time observed corroborated the timing of events already known and showed that Myrta was with Ramon when he relocated to 5903 Danny K Drive to meet with Christopher. I mean, neither one of them could give a good lie.
She's going to get more time than her husband, but they could add more charges to her because she lied to the police. Mm-hmm. So they could even get her for that and interfering with a criminal investigation.
Yep. I still think that there could possibly be more charges added to her and the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even Christopher, but for sure I think there could be more added to the other two.
Yeah, I do for her because she like dead straight lied to the police.
Mm-hmm.
And then she kind of hindered the investigation by doing so.
Whereas the dad just kind of like opened the door. I know why you're here. Go speak with my son. Yes, that's me in the truck. Yes, I drove
Mm-hmm.
to the apartment complex. Yes, I helped my son. Like he kind of owned up to it.
Yeah, right.
Where she lied about the incident and so did he. So
I'm telling you, I still wonder if she's not the substance user.
I
I
mean
have a feeling. I don't know why. It's nagging at me.
it could be. I mean, because her, like I said, her bond is 1.1 mil.
I hope they drug
And
test her.
for sure they're going to drug test her.
I hope so.
And Ramon's is only 600,000.
Yeah.
He just has the 2 charges, and then Christopher's is at 2 million. So she's gonna. What was Ramon? Somebody said like a couple of years for both of his.
Yeah, 6 months to 2 years for each one.
Okay, hers is gonna be way longer than that, I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, I think she's gonna serve more time.
For sure.
And just to set an example out of her, they could add some other stuff, I'm sure. And I think they should,
Everything that they can charge these people with, they need to charge them with.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just for, if nothing else, and for nobody else, for that baby.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure she left the house with the father in the truck, and the 3 of them came back in the truck afterwards. So how did CP get there? Wait, yeah, King Scarlet, that's what they're saying. She left with the dad, went to the apartment complex in the truck, and then they all 3 came back home in his truck, in the dad's
And what's
truck.
funny is they got that on their own video from their own house.
Yeah, the house, y'all.
Yeah, their own video.
Dumb.
I'm telling you, these are the dumbest criminals ever.
Absolutely. 100. Mm-hmm.
Her Mercha was on probation. I know that she had been arrested.
Oh yeah, we should look up her record.
Hold on.
Oh, if she has substance charges, I'm calling it.
I'll finish reading that
Okay.
last little part in just 1 second.
Watch her have possession charges or something.
I guess I'm spelling. Damn it, the last name is not right. Hold on. I think it's. Hold on. I remember seeing it earlier.
What?
She has theft between 20 and 2,000 shoplifting.
Shoplifting?
Yeah, from 95. And she wasn't on probation. Her probation was terminated early.
Oh, from 95?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it says that her fine was paid in full. Her probation was terminated early, and the case has been closed.
Yeah, she was only 18, 19 then in 95.
Yeah, she was still young. So her fine was only, was it $308 is all her fine was that she had to pay. And that's all she has. She has that from 94, and then she has the other 3 that she was charged with today. Okay, where did the affidavit go? Okay, here we go. All right, so just this last little bit here just says that the affiant has reason to believe and does believe the said defendant, Myrta Romanos, on or about the 21st day of December in Bexar County, Texas, knowingly concealed a human corpse with the intent to impair its availability as evidence in an investigation in violation of section number 37.09 of the Penal Code of the State of Texas. All right, so this is okay. That's who I guess who signed it. Yes, signature of the magistrate, and it was done on the 10th of January, 10:24 a.m. And then that's all of it.
I'm still writing 2023 on everything.
Kind of hard to get used to the new year.
I know.
No, Michelle, it wasn't recently. It was way back in the day. So yeah, that case, she wouldn't. It tells on there that uh, everything, the case is closed. Her probation is terminated early. More than likely, once she paid her fine, they probably took her off of probation.
My question is, why is there a bond?
I don't understand that.
Why
You mean for all of them or for Christopher?
for any of them?
Or any of them.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion is if you are accused, if they have enough to put you in jail for hurting or unaliving somebody, there should not be a bail available to anyone that has been gone to, arrested for unaliving, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it's a bank robbery, if it's petty theft or something like that, sure, but when it comes to unaliving someone, no.
Especially a child, a baby.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Duncan, it was asked today in that presser about where the crime happened, and I can't remember. She said she didn't know, or if it hadn't been released. More than likely, that will eventually come out. They're saying it was close to the parents' house, if not in front of their house in the street or whatever. There's gonna like if it happened in front of the house, there's video of it happening. There's gonna be a video of him dragging dragging Matthew out and putting him in the back seat. Like all that's gonna be on camera. More than likely, anywhere in that neighborhood, it's gonna be on camera because I'm pretty sure, as nice as that neighborhood is, there's gonna be more houses with cameras on them. And their house has at least 3 cameras on it.
You know something, Scarlett? I'm actually surprised that she went this long in that house without somebody hurting her.
Yeah, I can't believe. And did y'all hear the media asked that today? Like, have y'all had any calls for like vandalism? And the cop was like, I don't know anything about that, and kind of like turned her head and changed the subject like super fast. Like they knew damn good and well that then people went spray painted that boy's car.
Yeah, but you would think that retaliation, like if they knew somebody was in that house and they knew it was his mom or his stepmom, you'd think I don't know.
I for sure thought that there was going to be some type of retaliation done at that house.
I did too. I really did. Especially the way they were driving past it when Carlos was live.
Mm-hmm.
We got to find his video of her getting arrested.
Oh yes, we do. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because I know that there was some people on Facebook that was saying, like asking what happened to his TikTok, and did he take it down or whatever? But I think they said that he had changed his name, and I don't know why on this damn new name, y'all. It will not allow me to follow him. Every time I try to follow him, it unfollows. What is this?
Maybe you're in TikTok jail.
But I don't know how it could be because I had to make this account the other night because I can't remember. Like I have my original TikTok on my phone, but I don't remember my logins for that TikTok, so I had to make another one.
Have you verified your new account, like through your email and?
I think so.
Oh, because I think you do have to like verify. I don't remember, but I think you have to verify before you could start like following and all that. I don't know. I don't really understand how TikTok works. I just watch the videos. I don't. I see
Right.
people doing all kinds of things on there, and I'm like, I don't even know what they are. Hearts and flowers and gifts and.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten I haven't got anything saying I need to verify my email.
Might be in your spam.
I have a hard enough time with Discord.
Nothing in my spam either. I don't know. But now I cannot find his
And X. Oh, X frustrates me. Like, I had a notification that Libra Moon tagged me and Scarlett, but whatever she tagged us in, you can't see the original post. All you can see is where she clicked reply and tagged our names, but it
oh, you
doesn't.
have to, when you click on the notification and it brings up where it shows she tagged you, then you have to scroll down and it'll show the original post.
Oh, on the notifications.
Yeah, go to your
Oh.
notification, click on the one that she tagged you in, and when it pulls up, then scroll your screen down, and it'll the original post, because it's right above that. So yeah, each time you have to go to it and then scroll down, and it'll show it.
Oh, okay. I'll try that.
Okay. Carlos has changed his name from what I understand. I don't remember what it is. So I'm going to have to try to find it. Because I would like to see a video of her getting arrested.
Here, I'll look too.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't know why it wouldn't allow me to follow him. And I don't know my logins for the original account. Let's see. Please take a look at Robert Durst 2003-04 child murder back in with the tampering with corpse. Isn't Robert Durst, isn't he the guy, the actor that was accused of murdering his wife?
I have no idea.
I could be thinking about a different person, but it seems like he's the guy that out in California that, yeah, he died like not long ago, didn't he, Margaret? But several years ago, him and his wife was leaving from a restaurant or something like that, and he took her out, walked her out to the car, and then went back in or something like that. Oh, okay, no, that's Robert Blake. Okay, thank you, Margaret. At least I had part of the name right. Okay, I'll have to look up Robert Durst then. I'm just all confused, y'all.
It's like after a while, all the names start sounding the same in some way or another.
Well, I mean, when you've had no sleep in like 3 days, and you're fueled right now on no sleep and Red Bull.
Oh my gosh.
And a Dr. Pepper.
Oh my goodness.
On top of all the names.
Right. Did his headache ever go away?
Finally today it went away.
Good.
Finally. Yeah, he hasn't had a fever, because his fever did go up the other day to like 102 on top of the headache, and that was one reason why he was having problem standing up and walking. But he actually got up and went to work today, and said that when he woke up this morning, he said his head was hurting, but he was going to go ahead and go to work. And then when he got home tonight, he said it was fine. It finally went away.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Libra Moon says that it's Tilo Carlos. Tilo, Tilo, Carlos.
Okay. Oh, who just? Okay, King Scarlet.
Okay.
What am I looking for in Discord?
I posted the video of, I guess it's her getting arrested in back chat.
Okay.
His name is Cag something.
What kind of name is that?
Well,
Oh,
it's his initial, Carlos A.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't even say his last name.
Okay. Let me see if it'll allow me to follow him. I bet you when I exit off of it and come back to it, I ain't gonna be following him no more. Nope, told you. I don't know what's up with it. And I don't know, King Scarlet told me it's something in Discord, but I don't. Am I missing something in Discord?
Did she DM
Oh,
you?
I see it, King Scarlet. It's Myrta with a towel over her head. All right. And then let me write down Carlos's name. 74. Because I'm going to go to my other TikTok and follow him from there. All right. Let me pull this up for y'all. I just need to switch screens. I hate that I have to copy links and then paste them into Brave just to get them to play. Okay, Avery, is there any sound on this?
Yeah,
There's no music though, right?
oh, I don't remember. Hold on, let me check.
Oh, it's Tio Carlos, not Tilo.
It's just regular sound of the cars passing.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure before I played it. Oh, there goes the popo.
Which I can't hear sound anyhow on it.
I can just barely hear the cars. Dang, the cops come from behind the house, in front of the house.
Gosh, it's so blurry. Oh,
Yeah, it is.
Wait, did we not get to see them take her out in handcuffs? There's the dog people. So apparently the older brother doesn't live there then. That dang tree, y'all. And it could be blurry because he was trying to zoom in on it. Oh, shit.
well, that's that.
Well, at least we got to see the popos there.
Right.
There's another video on his TikTok of somebody out there covering up the red car.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that car to be towed. I mean, not towed.
Do they have footage of who spray painted the car?
I don't think so.
Because that would be interesting to see.
What's my TikTok on my phone?
Thistle. Yeah, right. She said probably thought it was DoorDash.
Okay, see, on my phone I can follow him, and when he like it shows his new name and everything on here. But for some reason on the computer I can't. I'm just gonna have to figure out what my logins are and log in on the computer under that account.
You're echoing, and it's Kelly's fault.
Poor Kelly. It's always Kelly's fault.
It's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
I don't really know if it's her fault, but
Y'all
Savanah,
blame
you're
it on
echoing.
all the time.
Hey, Joes, how are you? We have to ask Carlos to cut the tree for us all.
Carlos is like he just seems so nice and jovial. And then I heard something about he was sharing like he's been battling cancer.
Oh no.
He
Isn't
did
he in remission though?
I think so. I don't know all the all the details, but he went on somebody's panel or called in or something. He was talking to a YouTuber and he was telling him about his battle, but I don't remember details. And I don't even remember whose panel it was or
Yeah.
I was gonna say, was it JLR?
I remember someone saying that he had went on a panel, but I don't remember if they said whose panel it was.
yeah, I know it wasn't JLR. It definitely wasn't him, but I can't remember.
Okay, so it's leukemia remission and he has diabetes.
Oh, leukemia. Ugh. Yeah, it's blood cancer. I hate that.
Yeah.
Hey, JC, how are you? Yeah. Cancer sucks, big nut, y'all, for real.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm glad that he's doing better, and he's been like cool as hell about being out there with his camera and trying to get as much footage for the public that he can. And then on top of the fact that there's like all these cool people out there who are sending all these gifts and showing their appreciation for what he's doing.
I just hope that none of the Preciado family retaliate against him for doing that.
I mean, I don't think they would. I mean, he's like made one of the local, I think it was a newspaper, did an article on him and all that on Carlos.
Yeah. I just would hate to see something bad happen to him,
right?
By their family members, because, I mean, obviously Christopher does have brothers and stuff.
Yeah. He was on Icket Mills. What Libra Moon's saying.
Oh, okay.
And he just hit, I think, 200K today in subs.
Oh, that is cool. They
and
bought
then
the car that way. Wait, what do you mean, Duncan? They bought the car that way?
And then I did see a video on Carlos's TikTok too that said, I think it was his TikTok, where it says that the stepmother kept calling the police on everybody over the past few days, I guess. Did you see that one?
No, but who would, like, on who though?
I guess people going past the house honking and yelling and.
Yeah, I did hear that there's been a lot of people that's going by the house honking their horns.
Yeah, I guess that's what it was, but that's what it said is stepmom keeps calling the police.
Which, I mean, honestly, I kind of see two sides to that. I get why they're doing it, because they're letting them know, hey, we know who you are, we know where you live at, we know what you've done. But on the flip side of that, in a neighborhood with houses that close, you have people who have kids who have to go to school, or even young kids that may be trying to take naps during the day or at night or something like that. So I kind of see two sides of it being okay that they're doing it, but then again, it's not okay that they're doing it.
Like you could tell that woman, Murda, has bags under her eyes in that mugshot.
She ain't slept.
No. I bet she has been just probably nervous about whether the police are coming or somebody's going to come hurt her, or you know what I mean? She may have been relieved to be arrested.
I mean, she knew that once that, because they had to be following social media and news articles and coverage of it. And when that video came out showing that they met up at that apartment complex with Christopher,
Mm-hmm.
and it shows that towel, and people started coming out saying, hey, somebody else was in the truck. They threw the towel to the dad and all this and that. She knew at that point it was just a matter of when they were going to come knocking on her door and put cuffs on her.
Oh yeah, and she still had the. And some people, they will take a lie to their grave, even though they know they're gonna
Okay.
get busted.
Avery, you
What?
sound like you're in a can again.
Ah, shit.
Poor thing.
I heard they would.
She sounds like she's in a can.
I heard her say something about they would take something to their grave.
I think I fixed it. Did I fix
Okay.
it?
Yes, you sound good now.
Oh, yeah, I was saying that, like, some people, they'll know that they're getting ready to be arrested, but they will hold that lie and they'll take that lie to their grave.
Yeah.
Like you could see their face on camera and they'll be like, that wasn't me. That ain't me.
I just can't believe they didn't try to get rid of the footage from their cameras.
I'm telling you.
Like they did. Like they had the weapon in their house. They didn't try to get rid of anything.
They're not going to survive prison. They're too stupid.
I mean, that's the truth.
I mean, they're so dumb that they'll be the ones to just reach over and
They sit at the house with all this evidence.
I know it.
Like they didn't try to distance themselves at all from this case.
And then the dad just comes out and like tells everything.
Like opens the door. I know why you're here to talk to my son.
He'll be the one in prison where somebody drops the soap and he's like, here, let me pick that up for you.
Yeah. I think the dad was just at that point. The dad was probably like, I'm just going to sit here and wait for them to come to us. Like, I'm not going to go to them. But once they get here, we're, especially after the video came out, like your goose is cooked at that point.
Oh, and now that I think about it, if she gets prison time too, especially women who have helped unalive a baby or a child, she's going to get her butt whooped too, I bet.
For sure. For sure. Dad will be the one in prison who talks too much.
Yep. They should put her in the same jail cell as either Jodi Arias or Letitia or Lori.
She's one of those that you can throw in with how I always say, put Letitia, Lori, Shabusiness. Who else was the other one? Sarah Boone. Like all these women in a cell together. You can throw Murda Romanos in there with them.
Ooh, I think Taylor Shabusiness would own them all.
Oh no, Lori be done teleported and flipped out on them and got out of there before they ever knew what happened.
Exactly. She'd be off with Mr. What's his name? Daybell, whatever.
Oh, Chad.
Cabbage Patch.
Yeah,
Mr. Cabbage Patch. But yeah, they should all, they should just send them all to Alcatraz and say, fend for yourself. Bye-bye.
Yep.
And let them, do whatever they need to do to survive. They need to fish, let them fish. There's a lot of fish out there in that bay.
Figure out how to do it.
And if we're lucky, they'll all unalive each other, and then we won't have to pay for anything at all. That was morbid. That was dark. I'm sorry.
No, it's the truth, though.
Yeah, I mean, that is the one thing, that does suck about when they're serving these life sentences, all these, years. It's our taxes that are paying for that.
Yes, it is.
Well,
I
not
mean,
me
just
currently, because I currently am not working, but when I am working, it's me too.
I mean, think about that. Totally getting off topic, but one thing. Think of the Murdoch case and how that Miss Becky has effed everything up, and now he's got to go back to court and redo all that crap because of her big mouth, allegedly. And I mean, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, back to what we were talking about.
Well, did they ever say for sure he's going to get a new trial?
Not
Who?
yet.
Murdoch?
Okay, Murdoch.
Oh, they said that it's looking like it's in his favor. Like it is probably going to happen.
Okay.
Because of Miss Becky. And I think she personally, in my opinion, should pay for the whole trial to be redone. But that won't happen. But, you know.
I mean, it makes sense, so.
Due to her negligence.
Yep.
And she
I watched this, there's a video on Court TV right now, and it's called, the most notable cases of 2023. I think that's what it's called. And the very first case is this lady named Hannah Payne. And she did not know that somebody was videoing her with their cell phone. And there was like a car accident or something. And the man who hit her was having an epileptic or a diabetic seizure. And she went up and pew-pewed him, an older man, and pew-pewed him in his vehicle and unalived him. And then she's in the courtroom and she's giving this big drawn out story about how he grabbed her and he threatened her and he hit the gas and was dragging her. And guess what? Then they play the video of this passerby who videoed the whole thing. She literally just walked right up to his truck and pew-pewed him.
That's the one that was like here recently, wasn't it? Her trial.
Yeah, and she got what?
Yeah, I remember seeing the trial. Honestly, I thought that crime had happened here recently, but it was like a couple of years ago, and it just now the trial just now got started.
But that I didn't get through the rest of the video, but it looks like they got the pretty good compilation of the wildest cases.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's been some crazy ones this year. I mean, just the trials, I would say.
Yeah.
It should have been able to throw Brian's and Sarah Boone's in there in 2023, but maybe 2024.
Yeah, definitely 20. Well, yeah.
So what I was going to bring up earlier, there's a judge in Texas. Her name's Judge Boyd, and you can stream her trials. Oh my gosh!
I've seen it. I know what you're gonna say.
She is top notch. She is hilarious. She tells it how it is, but she says it in such a way. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, these people come in, she's like, you need to do better. You need to get a job. If you're going to have kids, you need to take care of them. You need to do, oh my goodness. And then she gives them the sentence, and it's really cool.
So
I'll have to send you the link.
I was wrong. I didn't know what you were going to say. I thought you were going to talk about the lady judge where the defendant ran and leaped over the thing.
Was in Vegas.
Oh, that was in Vegas? He beat her and beat her. Like, it took them so long to get him off of her.
It's a wonder that judge didn't get hurt when that dude jumped over and attacked her.
Yep.
That Marshall dude, though, he got that big gash in his head. But the dude went back to court and had to go before her again. And this time he had a spit mask on. He was in shackles. He had the cuff belts on. And he had something over his hands that looked like pool noodles.
Oh, wow.
And that was just, I think that was for was it for his sentencing on his original charges? Not for him attacking her. Like, he hasn't went to court for that yet. The name of the lady, Libra Moon, that Kelly was just talking about was Judge Boyd. Wasn't that her name, Kelly?
Yeah, Judge Boyd. Give me 1 second. Her name is Stephanie Boyd. And I'm about to
Is
see
she
if
like
I
a
can...
Judge Judy?
No,
Oh.
no. She's so much better than that. She's really classy judge, and she's really, I mean, she doesn't put up with no shit. Is pretty
What
much.
part of Texas is she from?
She is from. Let's see here. Let me go to her about. She has her own YouTube channel, Judge Stephanie Boyd. YouTube. Let's see here. Gosh, where's it? It's in the 187th District Court, but it doesn't say where though. Hold a second.
I liked Judge Judy. Did you guys like her?
She was okay at times. It was like one of those that you had to be in the mood to watch her, you know.
Yeah.
And then you watch like a few episodes, and you're like, okay, I'm over Judge Judy for today.
I just always loved it when she would look at people and go, "You idiot! Are you stupid?" Crack up.
Like a lot of her stuff was really good, but I need something. I don't know what
And
I need.
the funniest part is, those people sign up to go on her show knowing that
what's going to happen.
She's gonna cuss you, or she's not cuss you, but she's gonna.
Yeah, like you know what you're in for whenever you sign up to go in there.
Yeah.
Put a link, but I don't think it's gonna work because it doesn't turn blue.
Put it in back chat.
Yeah.
Oh, that means I have to go to my tablet. Give me 1 second.
I just had gumbo. I don't even want to hear it.
I want gumbo. I've never had it, and
it is so
I want
good.
it really bad.
So good. Next week when it's going to be cold, that's probably when I'm going to cook. It's like a big pot of it.
I got that Slap Yo Mama seasoning that you told me about, and the other one.
The Tony's one?
Yeah. Why was I going to say Tyrese? Tony. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never tried Slap Yo Mama. Tony's has always been my favorite one. So
the Slap Yo Mama one is good.
Is it?
That may be why my chicken fried steak was so bomb last night. Because even Jade was like, "Dang, Mom."
Yeah, seasons like that, you have to put it on everything that you cook.
Ooh, I sprinkled it on French fries.
And she does. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. And she does give copyright to people whoever wants to stream her trials. She gives that permission for people to do that.
Oh, that is cool.
Well, that's nice. Nobody does that. Wow.
I mean, it's Recovery Addict. He streams her trials too, and he, without any problem.
Okay, so I just posted her link in the chat to her YouTube channel, and I even subbed up. And I'm going to hit the notification.
I'm feeling some kind of way because I ate all that candy, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm probably not going to sleep." So I took 4 Benadryl, and now.
Good God!
Oh my God. Are you crazy?
Why?
All that candy, you're going to crash, and then you took Benadryl?
I took 4 Benadryl to make sure. Yeah, because I was worried that, because I'm not used to having that much sugar. I was worried.
Oh, you should have let that shit wear off a little bit before you took the Benadryl.
Yeah, because I'm feeling kind of antsy.
I like to.
That's not a lot of Benadryl for me though, honestly.
The woman served in a pot with a handle on it that should be illegal to make in a pot so small.
What?
KK said, "I like to die the other night. A friend posted a pic of gumbo on the stove in a pot with a handle on it. It should be illegal to make it in a pot so small. It really should be like when you make gumbo, like you got to make a big pot of it.
What all do you put in gumbo?
It depends on. I mean, some people put shrimp and sausage. Some people put chicken and sausage. Some people put chicken,
you got
shrimp,
me.
sausage.
You got me.
It depends on what you want to put in it. Usually, I put shrimp, chicken, and jalapeno sausage in mine.
No jalapeno, but all the rest sounds really good.
Oh, the jalapeno sausage, like that down home sausage. Oh my god, it is so good, so good.
That
Some
sounds
people
good.
put okra in it, but I don't eat.
Ooh,
I don't eat slimy okra, so I
Yeah.
don't. I don't eat like if somebody cooks it and has it in it, I'll take it out. But
so it's like a stew, but like a chunky stew,
not so much like a stew. I mean, a stew type thing.
like a
It's just
goulash.
it's just gumbo.
It
I don't.
has, it has a texture. Oh,
Yeah, don't put tomatoes in it. Some people put rice in it, like a little bit of rice, and
ooh,
then they will
yum.
put it over rice also. Um,
Sounds expensive to make though.
it's not really expensive
Sure. Oh well, I guess.
because you make a big huge pot of it. It'll last you for a few days, and whatever you got left, you put in the freezer.
Oof,
It's just,
yum.
but it's usually like around here, it doesn't last.
It sounds good. I've also been wanting some camp stew. I've been craving
What's
camp stew, but nobody around here has been selling it lately. Usually they sell it like by the pint or the quart. It's usually the fire departments that sell it.
what's camp stew?
Ooh, it's just like this really, really good stew with shredded beef in it, and I don't even know what all's in it. It just goes in
Is
my
it
belly.
is it tomato based or is it
Um,
chicken
yeah,
based or
it's beef based,
okay?
but I guess yeah, it has tomatoes in it. I'm trying to think of everything that's in it. Um, you'll have to Google it because I can't remember
Okay. And it's
everything in
called
it.
camp soup. Camp
Camp
like
stew.
stew.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be on my list to Google.
Wait, hold on, KK. You put boiled eggs in your gumbo?
Oh, yum. Oh, you guys are killing me. Shrimp, sausage, chicken, rice, tomatoes, and boiled eggs. Oh my God.
I've never ate gumbo with boiled eggs in it.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Oh, for her dad. Okay. I've never ate it like that. Yeah, Princess, you got to make the roux.
Well, I'm gonna hop down. My arm is killing me. I finally did go to the doctor the other day, and I have a tear in my rotator cuff from working on the
Oh,
bathroom, and it has been killing me. It's been killing me.
so what are they going to do? Are they going to have to do surgery?
Hopefully not. They said, well, they gave me some medications and just told me lots of rest, not to use this arm at all, like if possible. And I'm still supposed to be icing it like for 10 to 15 minutes, like I think 10 times a day. Then I think tomorrow I can switch to alternating like heat and ice, but I've already been on the heating pad.
Who
Did
has
they
that much
give
time
you?
to do it 10 times a day? Sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good.
I think
I
like
would.
about every hour for 10 to 15 minutes. You're supposed to ice it.
Did they give you the sling that holds your shoulder, like your arm to your body, so your shoulder
Hmm.
doesn't move?
Yeah, but because I have neck injuries from my car accident, I can't wear it. It hurts.
Well, you know that they have one that goes around your body, right?
Really?
Yes, there is
Um,
one that it goes over your shoulder, but it also goes around your body, and you like strap between your wrist and your elbow to the part that goes around your body, and so it holds
Yeah.
that, so it's not like pulling down
oh,
on
that's
the part that
good.
goes over. Because my husband had to have one when he hurt his shoulder,
Yeah.
He had to have like 3 surgeries on his because of rotator cuff was tore, and all that. And yeah, so he had to wear his, like he couldn't move it for so many weeks. But the thing about that is, though, is if you can move it and they tell you to move it, you need to make sure that you move it, because if not, you'll lose your range of motion.
Yeah.
And it'll lock up and you won't be able to move it at all.
They did say it was a very small tear, but they said I also have some bursitis too. So
Did you do it to your the arm that you write with, the hand with you write with, or
no, my left arm, my left shoulder.
And you're right-handed?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
You know, because I think I'm Superwoman in here doing all these DIYs.
Well, did you ever get your bathroom fixed?
Yeah, that's how I heard it. It's the bathroom's it's done. I just have to decorate it. It's pretty.
Well, I'm waiting on pictures. Like, we got to see
I'll
the whole
post
big
before and
mess,
afters.
but
Oh shit.
because we saw the whole big mess of what you went through trying to get it fixed up. Yeah, you never put tomatoes in gumbo. That is just ugh. There should be a rule about not putting okra in it either, but some people do. That's just disgusting.
Man.
Hope you use small tile. Wait, tile on the counter? I don't know what Scott's talking about.
Oh, he's probably talking to Avery about the counters maybe in her bathroom.
That's what I was thinking, but he said title. Maybe he meant towel.
Oh yeah. I read tile and it says tile. Oh, there she went.
See, she didn't do her. Oh, bathroom sink counter. Okay, I got what you're saying now, Scott. She just threw herself straight off the panel, y'all.
Mm-hmm. All that sugar.
Telling she didn't know what to do with herself. All hyped up on it.
Yep. I mean, I love chocolate. I'm addicted to it. I cannot have it in my house. I can't.
Kind of like I am with gummy bears.
Because somewhere in your mind you feel like you must eat it all in one sitting.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you don't want it to go to waste.
Mm-mm.
You know, and it's just sitting there and it's going to waste if you're not eating it. Yeah. Thistle, thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. And she said, this milestone is for KK's Nutcracker. Yo. Ain't his name Marty? Ain't that his name, KK? I'm still waiting to see the Mardi Gras version of Marty.
Well, I asked her to take pictures and she's already taken the stuff down and she's going to make him a Valentine. Decorate him for Valentine's. I'm like, well.
So wait, he's then went through the Mardi Gras phase?
Yep.
How the hell did I miss it?
I blink of an eye.
Good Lord. I just missed the whole thing. Marty's just going through changes and I've missed them.
She bought him Valentine's Day last night instead.
It's probably cheaper for the Valentine's Day stuff than it is the Mardi Gras stuff.
Probably.
Like, Mardi Gras stuff is super ass expensive.
That's crazy.
Yes. Like, just for a few necklaces, like $5 or $6. I think the one KK said she found was $10, and that was just for one.
No, I mean, Dollar Tree stuff. Yeah, I can see that. But when you're going to only use it once and be done with it
until the next year. But there are people, no lie, in Louisiana that goes all out for Mardi Gras with their decorations around their house. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about they've got the masks, they've got the wreaths, they've got the Christmas trees decorated in Mardi Gras colors. They've got all the different stuff. Mardi Gras parties, they're going to the parades. Like, they go all out for it. And we'll spend, I don't know how much money on it.
Yes.
Oh, she said the Dollar Tree didn't have Mardi Gras, so it was Valentine's Day.
Well, we must see it when you're done with it, KK.
Yeah.
Did you see that huge one, Nutcracker? That
wasn't it like 70 foot or something like that?
It was huge.
Where was it at? I saw the picture of it, but I didn't know where it was.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I'm like, dang, she did that one. It'd take her forever to repaint
Oh,
it.
she would have to be up on top of her roof trying to paint it. I could see her explaining to the HOA, okay, y'all, see, this is what happened. You know, somebody got this for me. I've got to paint it. He's just going to have to be a lawn ornament because he's not going to fit in my house.
Nope. That's funny. And she'd have to have those, when you do rock climbing, the gear, the rock climbing gear.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that way
for sure.
she can climb up to the top.
Yeah, just to paint it.
Yep.
Avery must have threw herself off the panel and out the chat because I haven't seen her come back in a year-round lawn gnome.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all, every time I see the word gnome, I want to pronounce it a different way because there's this YouTuber, and I'm not going to say any names, but she doesn't pronounce it gnome. She pronounces it gnome. And every time I see it, I want to pronounce it that way.
A gnome.
A gnome. Her
phone.
Okay.
Probably.
I should have asked her if her phone was charged because usually when she sends me screenshots, her phone is on like 10%. We really need to invest in an extra long extension cord for Avery.
Yes. Well, I think if she would use StreamYard on a tablet and chat, because that's what I do. I use StreamYard on my tablet and I keep it charged, and I don't have hardly any trouble with it going down.
Yeah. See, we need a GoFundMe for her new battery. It's crazy though, because like several people have said how StreamYard drains the battery on phones and stuff like that, which is crazy that it does that. Wait, she has an extra long one. She drug it out to the front porch last night. Well, dang it! Why didn't she have the thing hooked up tonight? All right, just Dawn. You have a good night.
Good night. Yes, it will help.
And I hope you get to feeling better. I'm just glad my son's test, the Rona, flu, and strep, they all came back negative. Thank God.
Awesome. That is good. Does he have a cold or not?
He had the only thing that he had as far as symptoms was the really bad headache, and he had a fever. And that's really it. He hasn't had a cough. He hasn't been congested. Nothing like that. It was just the headache scared me because he really never complains about being sick.
Yeah.
And he came in here one day and wanted me to feel his head, and he was warm. He took his temp. It was like 99. And I gave him Tylenol because basically Tylenol is really the only thing he can take because of his stomach. And like the next night, he took his temperature again. It was 102. And then he wakes up with a headache, but to begin with, the headache wasn't that bad. But when he comes in and says, my head's hurting me so bad that it hurts me to stand up and walk.
Oh
I
no.
knew at that point it wasn't, like I was saying the other night, maybe, going from his contacts to the glasses, maybe that was causing a headache. It
Mm-hmm.
I knew when he was like, I can't, it hurts too bad to stand up and walk. I knew at that point, like, something's up, we need to go to the ER. And
Had put his contacts back in.
well, he's got to get new ones because the ones that he had were the ones that were like the 30-day ones or whatever.
Oh.
And there's certain ones that he wants, but the ones that he wants, they don't have that size. So we've got to try to find the one he wants, the daily wear ones where he just wears them for one day and then he tosses
Yeah.
them. He don't want to have to keep like messing with solution and all that. And so we got to try to find them. So he's going to wear his glasses until then. Um, but when we took him to the hospital the other day to the ER, the lady was like, I honestly, everything came back negative. He really doesn't need blood work done unless y'all want to have it done. We can do a CT. Like, I couldn't believe that she actually offered to do the CT without me having to ask for it. And he was, he, like I said, he never goes to the doctor because he's never sick. And he was like, what is a CT? What am I going to do? Like, is this going to hurt? How long is it going to take?
Mhm.
Are you walking down there with me? And
Aw.
he's 23 years old. I'm like, dude, I will walk down there with you, but I cannot go in the room with you while you're having a CT done.
Yeah. I like a CT a lot better than an MRI.
Yes. I've had several CTs done. It's always hold your breath, then breathe. Hold your breath.
Right.
It's always so much more fun though, just getting X-rays done. I don't have to worry about the CT or the damn MRI.
Exactly. So hopefully that came back okay. The CT
The
and
CT,
everything.
yeah, they came back in because they wasn't going to let him go until they got the results back. And
Okay.
the only reason why she said really that she even recommended it was because of how bad his head was hurting, and she wanted to rule out anything else. Just basically, like, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, he doesn't do anything like that. But the fact that there is a history on my side of the family of strokes,
Mm-hmm.
she wanted to make sure that everything was ruled out.
Yeah.
And she made sure he hasn't fell, he hadn't hit his head, and all this and that. And so she went and they did the CT, and she said everything was fine with it.
Oh, that's good.
So they gave him, it's either a 6-day steroid thing or a 7-day, I can't remember. But like the first day he had to take his dose was like 6 pills. And then it
Oh,
goes
wow.
down like a pill each day until he gets the last day, and it's only 1. I think I should get my kidney check. I always had a tiny bladder and always get UTIs.
When I get those too, I just drink cranberry juice, like cran grape, and drink a lot of water, and it will go away. But
Yeah.
I do it right as I notice it. I instantly drink a lot of water, and caffeine makes it worse. Coffee makes it worse. So, yeah.
Any dark colored drinks is really bad for you.
Mm-hmm. And of course, it's the stuff that we love.
Exactly. Like I really try to drink more water. And one day I drank 3 bottles. I haven't drank none since then.
Oh, geez.
It is just it's so hard to do the water.
Well, you know what I did? I bought one of those cool Stanley type tumblers.
That everyone is going crazy over.
It's
Is that
not
what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's not the name brand though. It's generic. I
Oh,
bought it.
okay. I know that everybody's been going crazy over some cup here lately.
Well, it's a tumbler. It has a straw. I had to drink because you drink more out of a straw than you do just, taking it to your mouth and drinking it. You just drink a lot more of the straw. And I tend to drink more. I know it's a psychological thing. It sounds crazy.
It really
but
is. Though. Yeah.
It does help. I mean, because if you think about it, when you drink an iced coffee or something cold and you drink it through a straw, you drink it faster.
Mm-hmm.
And that, and so I got one of those tumblers and I fill it up in the morning and I try to drink it throughout the day. Do I always succeed? No, but it,
At least you're getting some though.
yeah.
Yeah, I really need to drink more. My problem is the Red Bulls. That's mine.
Yeah.
And I'm not supposed to drink anything that's red. But
Oh,
yeah, I just bladder infections.
Oh, okay.
But that it's been like that since I was little. But I mean, you just sometimes you just can't help yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know it's bad for you, but hey, Kelsey,
Yep.
how are you? I don't know. I mean, tea's got water in it. I don't see everybody just it's like, no, you need water, but tea's mostly water.
Are you drinking caffeinated or decaf tea?
Oh, girl, it's got to be caffeinated.
Yeah, see. But the caffeine is the issue with the UTI.
Yeah, caffeine's really bad for you.
I mean, I don't like straight cranberry juice. That's why I get it with mixed, like the cran apple or cran grape or something like that.
Yeah,
Because
I can't like the white cranberry isn't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
But just like the regular red cranberry juice is disgusting, but I love cranberry sauce.
Yes.
I confess I drink a lot of Dr. Pepper. This one don't feel bad, girl. I do too. Dr. Pepper, Coke, Pepsi.
Yep.
Michelle, yeah, I can't have. I'm not supposed to have any type of red drinks now. Like fruit drinks that are natural are fine, but like the what is that shit that I used to drink it when I was a kid and it's red. Hawaiian punch.
Oh, I love that.
It's good, but if I drink it today, I'd be in so much pain tomorrow.
Mm. That stinks.
The gym team about getting dehydrated, drink more water. They told him. Gigi, he just went today and they said he was dehydrated. Yet this all can't have no red Kool-Aid either. Like, and I grew up on that shit. And like I can't have anything like that. I prefer straws and I think of wrinkles coming. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Only KK would come up with something like that.
Exactly.
I don't see how people can drink something that has no sugar in it.
Me neither. Those bubbly drinks that have the flavored water that has no sugar in it, it's just nasty and it's carbonated. It's just
Ew.
I can't do it. I must have sugar.
Every sip is 1 foot closer to the grave of wrinkles.
But you don't have to like suck your brains out with a straw. You can just like, very easily.
Gigi, what about him drinking like oh shit, what the stuff that you give the babies? I cannot think of the name of it right now.
Pedialyte?
Yes, Pedialyte. Like they have some that don't have a bad taste to it. When I was sick this last time and was dehydrated, that's all I drank, and it wasn't that bad.
There's Gatorade too.
Yeah, they have the new Gatorade that come in like the square bottles. It's for extra hydration or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That are really good. Ooh, unsweet tea.
Ew,
Now,
nasty.
some people like unsweet tea.
No.
But I think it should be illegal to make unsweetened tea.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Well, KK, you're just going to have to teach me how to put the makeup on to cover the wrinkles. Yeah. That's why you don't rub your eyes when they're itching. Oh, hell, I'm in trouble.
Oh Lord.
Hmm.
So no drinking out of straws, Kelly, and no rubbing your eyes.
If you cake it on enough, you can.
But then it don't look natural.
I know.
KK, that's the answer for it. Just cake it on.
Yes, KK, I'm sure I will.
Okay, so Tiff says pat, don't rub. So no straws and pat your eyes. Yeah, Gigi, he needs to keep water, honestly. Like me sitting
You
here
can.
saying people need to drink more water because I don't drink it, but he for sure needs it. So because being dehydrated is like the worst feeling ever.
Yeah. Well, hey, water down his tea. Maybe he'll, give him a little bit more water in the tea than normal. Just a tad.
Yeah. My skin is like an orange peel, little craters. I hate it. I want smooth, nice makeup.
I have hood eyes, and I hate that.
What is that?
Where oh gosh, you know how you have some people. Okay, like for instance, KK, she has like from your eyelid. I mean, where your eye is, and up to your eyebrow, you have a big, huge area to put your eyeshadow.
Right.
But with eyes, you don't because you have very minimal space because it's hard to explain.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So yeah, and then my eyebrows, I have none. They're blonde. They're thin because when they grew back, that's how they grew back. And then I tried the eye pencil thing and all that stuff, and I looked like a damn clown, so I gave up.
I'm sure though that there's something that you can find.
Yeah.
That would help with that.
So.
Libra Moon can't even do a wing with hers. Oh, Gigi does water his tea down, Kelly. He's getting more water intake, Gigi, and he don't even know it.
Exactly. Get him some of those Gatorades for hydration. Get my brows tinted. Is that like a... No, I can't afford nothing. I have to go back every 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
Oh, Michelle, that is funny. The farmer Barbie. But Michelle, you have to admit though, farm life is hard on the skin.
I can imagine.
All that sun and just working out in the elements and all that.
Oh, he hates the Gatorades?
There are some of the Gatorades have a stronger taste. The Pedialyte, I don't know if people because some of the Pedialyte, has that strong salty taste to it. The one that I got was like the dollar store brand because I wasn't paying like $8 for a bottle of Pedialyte, like for the regular name brand kind. And the one that I got was it mixed fruits? I think it was the flavor. And the first couple of sips you take, it's kind of like one of those acquired type tastes or whatever. But after that, it wasn't bad. It was really easy to drink.
Yeah.
I guess I need to get out of here for the night.
It's only 2:00 your time.
Yeah.
It's time for my midnight snack.
Yeah. I mean, I would stay on longer. I haven't had no sleep. And I'm just
You need sleep.
tired. I'm exhausted. Like my body hurts. I'm so tired. Sleep, I drink more tea. Sprite isn't that bad though, JC.
Mm-mm.
Gigi, the one that I got from the Dollar General was the cheaper brand. It wasn't the Pedialyte brand. I want to say it was mixed fruits. Like they have like the grape, which I can't drink anything grape flavored. Um, Sometimes they have like a bubblegum flavor, but they didn't have that either. So I think it was mixed fruit that I got. It was really good. It doesn't have a strong salty taste. Um, the didn't really have a strong taste to it at all. Like I said, just after the first couple of sips, it's really easy to drink, and it would keep him hydrated to where he wouldn't like he needs the water, but if he's stubborn and doesn't want to drink it, it would be better for him to drink the Pedialyte, and instead of not drinking anything at all like that.
Well, another thing is making like lemonade, like the country time lemonade. You can get a lot of water that way too, because you can adjust how much powder you want.
Right. You're welcome, Gigi. And hopefully that'll help him if he won't drink the water. But yeah, you can actually get the tea that comes in a can, like the lemonade mix, uh, and you can use a little less of the tea mixture with more water, and it still won't taste watered down.
Right. Yeah, sunscreen should always be used, even in the winter. Take it from me.
Yes, because the sun will age you probably quicker than anything else.
Well, that and skin cancer.
True.
I've had that a couple of times. Not fun. So.
Yeah. There's a lady that lives not far from me, and she used a tanning bed so much that her skin looks like leather. Yeah.
Oh my God.
She looked like orange leather, is what she looked like. Myrta must have been a sun lover. It could be that she looks that old, like y'all were saying earlier, because she had a significant weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord, Thistle. Thistle didn't even go to school, y'all. She just went straight to tanning. I mean, I've used tanning beds before, but damn, I ain't got time to lay in a tanning bed. But this woman, though, she was doing it like several times a day. Every single day. She was just obsessed with it. And now she looks like a rawhide.
Mm.
All right, y'all. I guess I need to get out of here for the night. I've got to get some sleep. If not, I'm gonna be a walking zombie by tomorrow.
All right. Well, I will say good night.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, for sure. It was fun while it lasted, and then Avery just threw herself completely off the channel. I don't know what happened to her.
She needs like multiple backup batteries for her phone.
Right. I mean, KK says she has an extra long extension cord. I don't know what her problem was tonight.
Who knows?
Tip,
Or she got.
I'm telling you, this lady looks like a rawhide. Like she several times a day did she use a tanning bed for many, many years. This woman's like 70 something, maybe close to 80 years old. She literally looks like a rawhide. Like pure leather with legs. No lie.
Oh my goodness.
Like her skin is like it's really bad, honestly. Michelle, have a good night.
Man, that's, yeah, I remember back in the day laying out all teenage years and everything used to get fried. It was horrible.
Yeah, and I'm already ill enough. Like my Irish comes out. I'm like Casper's sister over here. So any little bit of sun, I get burned.
Yep. Same here.
Okay, no problem, JC.
But anyway, I'm going to keep on talking if I don't stop. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Okay, have a good night. Thank you for coming up.
You too. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. All right, I'm about to get out of here too, y'all, so I can go to sleep. KK, have a wonderful night. But I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with us. And I will talk to you all tomorrow.